Hello, everyone. We're live.
Do 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 do. 2 minutes late. Only
Bob-
because James had to get water.
Bob's being very persistent tonight.
Because I haven't had any sleep. And I'm not going to get any sleep tonight.
Why is that?
Because I got to pack. And then I got to get up at probably 6.
Why do you gotta get that
6:30.
early? Are you meeting Daniel somewhere? Or I thought you were.
No, I can't, well, if we're leaving at 8, I need a half hour to get ready. And then, a half hour for my brain to wake up.
So 7.
I said 6 or 6:30.
You said 6, but still.
Did I meant to say 6 or 6:30. Between 6 or 6.
That's two. That's 2.5, or I mean, that's 2 or an hour and a half. Where's the other 30 minutes? Is that?
That's 2 hours. That's
just
one
said
and
you
a
need
half.
30 minutes and 30 minutes. So wouldn't that be 7? I'm not saying it's a big difference, but still.
Yeah,
Why?
then
You could
I need
sleep
to
in 30 extra
I need
minutes.
to load my car. Well, I need 15 minutes to second guess myself and go, do I have everything?
Testing audio for the podcast. Somebody with a very loud exhaust just rode by. Let's see if that picked up. Did you hear that?
I did not.
Let's see if the microphone picked it up.
I would have just assumed it's outside my apartment.
Testing audio for the podcast. Yep, you can hear it on mic. Somebody with a very loud exhaust just rode by. Let's see if that picked up. Did you hear that? All right, it sounds good on my end. Bob. Oh my God.
I am not. I'm this is the problem is that the last how many times I've said I've been oh, well, before I'm going on a trip, I always get hit. And the last how many times nothing's happened, right?
I wasn't talking about that.
I thought you were saying how stressed I am.
I was talking about why does SeaWorld suck so many balls, Paul?
Oh, that. I thought you were laughing about me being so stressed.
No, that is funny too.
But seriously, I've never the last how many times we've been doing something. I've told you, I've gone on this whole big tirade to you, not to you, but not at you, but to you about how
you ball sucker, I hate you. I'm why do we have to do this podcast?
Always hit me right before a trip, right?
Yeah.
Well, this time I was actually not worried about it. I was not worried at all, and boom, I've not been home. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, I need the money, but oh yeah, I am on red. I didn't mean to be on red. Although I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
You're in the gray area there, so he'll be in red when we get to SeaWorld, right?
I hear sirens. They're coming to take me away.
When we get to Pantheon, you'll be in red.
Hold on a second.
Here he goes. Fireman Bob, he's off to the rescue. He heard us call, and now he's off. I thought the Bob signal went off or something.
So I don't like when I hear sirens and the sirens louder, and then just stop they're in front of my apartment. last time that happened, I saw a trooper with a gun aimed at a house.
So you're only gonna go now because my mom's going, Pam. Thanks. I really feel loved and appreciated.
Oh. You're in Busch Gardens? Hollow Cream?
Yeah.
It already started?
Yeah, buddy.
Interesting.
I'm hype. It's my favorite event of the year, so I'm glad they started early. I know you did, Pam, but you said you weren't. I wasn't gonna go.
I know you are, but when am I? I know you are, but when am I? Sorry, I don't know why that just popped in my head. It's just like the way you started saying that. That's all I thought of.
You said that already, Pam, but you said that now you're going both because. Now you're going to both because Jill and Ann are going. That's not cool. What's our weekly poll, Bob?
Why does SeaWorld suck so many balls? How many balls does SeaWorld suck?
How many can they fit into their mouth? What is the capacity for balls in their mouth? Oh, man.
That's a valid poll.
I think I want to stick with the Phantom's Revenge paint scheme. Maybe if we.
Why does Palace suck so many balls? How many balls do they?
That could just be the trend for the next few episodes. How many balls do these corporations suck?
Blue Streak Grant 3. We're like way beyond 3. I've lost count actually.
Well, this would be the third official installment, yeah, where we actually called it the Blue Streak Rant.
I've been ranting since May. Like,
yeah, you've been having like your little tangents here and there, but last week's was part 2, remember? And then the first one was in late May, early June.
Mike, I gave you a golden ticket for the absolute best rider of free spins. So, yeah, the thing with Phantom, the more I thought about it, I don't think I'll be too upset if it's purple. I think they should stay. I think they should keep with the tradition of still Phantom.
Yeah, it's the conventional. It's just the color we used to. I don't know. It feels like it is Phantom's Revenge.
Yeah, but
it's iconic.
The more I think about it, purple will look damn good.
The thing is, if we could keep it purple for like a year or two, that'd be fine. But I mean, this would be the color scheme for the next 20 years, probably. I don't know if I want to have 20 years of purple Phantom's Revenge.
You don't think Candemonium's the 5th best steel in the world?
I'm pissed about that. This whole fucking list. Oh, sorry. This whole list is. It's terrible.
I mean,
Mike, and the worst part about the worst part about Candemonium being the 5th best coaster on this list isn't the fact that it's the 5th best coaster on the list. It's the fact that they specifically went on to say that the best new ride of 2020/2021 is Jurassic World Velocicoaster, but somehow, despite that fact, Candemonium's ranked above it in the actual list. How is Velocicoaster better if it's not better? It doesn't make any sense. Like, it's not ranked higher on the list, but somehow it's the better new coaster. I mean, who's making these lists? Yeah,
you like this?
Here we go.
Now, how awesome would that have been if you would have secretly bought one of these and we made it actually look like I handed it to you?
It was just seamless, a seamless transition. I just reached in the air. Yeah, this is easily the worst year, I think, in terms of consistency. They've done some stupid things, obviously, in the past in terms of bad rankings. The year they made Maverick a B&M, that was funny. But this is terrible. I mean, this historically might be the worst year, just in terms of that ranking. It makes no sense. They released a video, and then 1 minute later, when they released the best steel coasters, they went on to contradict themselves. It doesn't make any. They're morons. I seriously want to meet all of these panelists and say, like,
really,
are you guys
Jim?
seriously just
I don't think it's
dumbasses?
rigged. It's just pure stupidity.
It's not. No, it's too dumb to be rigged. Like they didn't even. It's not like they're trying to make it rigged. Like people are like, oh, maybe why? People said, why is what is it? Hershey Park has 2 coasters that aren't good, and they're on that list. They must be giving them some money. I'm like, no. I think these people are just really morons. They have Lightning Racer in the top 10 best wooden coasters in the world, and then they have Candemonium in the top. I mean, Skyrush isn't even on this list. What are these guys doing? They're just morons. They could easily like make a if it really was a Hershey Park. Like a buyout from Hershey Park, then they're like paying them off or something. And then you'd have Skyrush, some Storm Runner rides that make sense being in this list, but they're just too dumb to even do that. So it's like no, it's ridiculous. Oh man, oh Pam, this is gonna be a great half of the show. It's gonna be I'm gonna have my rant. Bob had his Conneaut Lake rant. I'm gonna have mine. It's not going to be as lengthy as Bob's Conneaut rant.
Driving to New England with my eyes closed.
It's not going to be as lengthy as Bob's Conneaut Lake rant, but it's going to be maybe a little bit more.
Oh, it will be.
Bob, you went off.
I know I did, and I don't deny that I did. You sometimes don't realize how like sometimes you go really long as well.
It's rare, but I do sometimes. But I don't think this is going to be one of those times. That's if I'm like explaining a trip, typically.
We're not even recording, and then like that was the last like 10 or like at least 10 minutes of the
incorrect
the live.
It was literally when Mike brought it up. When did Mike bring it up? He said it at 8:40, so it's only been 4 minutes since you even brought it up.
It felt like 10.
Yeah, there's a difference between your time and the actual time that's passed. There's Bob's standard time, and then there's reality. Because it's the same way that when you go on your Conneaut rant, I'll be like, holy shit. And you'll be like, what? That wasn't that bad.
And then
I'm like, Bob, look at the audio. It's like you talked for the last 20 minutes about Conneaut.
And then there's James's trip recap time.
Yeah, then there's that time. I don't deny that, but typically when I go on trips, it's a big trip, so I have a lot to explain.
I was walking to El Toro. I tripped on a rock, but I recovered. I didn't fall over. Kept on walking. Eventually got to El Toro. I waited in the line. I waited in the first switchback. Then I waited in the second switchback. Then I waited in the third switchback. Then I waited in the fourth switchback. Am I making you angry? Hulk smash.
Oh man! And then they let 400,000 people through the fast lane line. Let everyone else through. That was the worst fucking line management I've ever seen. Because now I have to do that as a job, and I know that they literally instruct us, hey, like it's like an 80-20 rule, or it's like 80% of the regular line, 20% of the fast lane line you let through. And that guy was letting through like 95% of the like more people would be walking up, and he'd be like, hold up, general line. Yeah, come on, fast lane people, come on. Hurry up, walk through. Like they'd be like getting in line still. They'd be like down at the entrance, and we'd be like right there. And nope, hold up, guys. That guy was pissing me off.
Carowind's taken after Cedar Point now.
I don't know. I bought Carowind's fast lane one time. That was a couple years ago. It wasn't too bad. I got on everything a lot, so. But it's possible. I don't know. Staffing this year has really caused issues, especially I know at Cedar Fair Parks for sure, because it's a joke.
Yeah, but Fastlane has been an issue.
It shouldn't be an issue. Like, it's not hard to just tell your associates, hey, 80-20.
No, no, no. That's not what I mean. I mean, just like parks should not have unlimited fast lane, fast pass, whatever. It just shouldn't be a thing.
I don't agree. I think they should just limit it more. I think they should really have a cap that, like when we went to Busch Gardens. Speaking of the devil, I went to Busch Gardens last weekend. They sold out a fast lane, quick queue, and that was like, I was like, great, like that's cool. Like, you actually have and it wasn't even that packed. That was the best part. I was like, oh my god, it's probably slammed. And then we went to go ride stuff, and it wasn't really that busy. So there should actually be a cap, and I think that's what Cedar Point and Carowinds and maybe just Cedar Fair parks in general don't do well. Is they don't cap their. They must have like an enormous capacity for these fast lanes, because there's no way. I go to these parks sometimes and they're insanely packed, and they're still selling fast lanes.
Oh my god. Mike, I can just see Pam standing in that line. Oh my god, steam would be coming out of her ears.
It happened at Apollo's when we were there last weekend. It didn't. It was the worst I've seen her. Some guy got in front of us, and she's like, "Are you kidding me?" She was like screaming. I'm sure the guy heard her. He just kept going. I wouldn't have been shocked if he turned around and came back and was like ready to. I mean, she was like, "Are you kidding me, man? You're gonna cut like that? Come on!" Oh, he just keeps going. He's just going up to the front of the line. And then she was like, "Come on, guys, Larry!" And started like pretending like she was gonna cut too, and like, "Hey, Larry, up at the front." And I'm like, "Oh my god, Pam, chill out." Me and Timmy were both like about to leave the line. It was so bad.
It's
Pam, I don't think you
scary.
realize how mad you get, because you were like screaming at the guy. I'm shocked he didn't. He must have heard you. There's no way he didn't hear you.
Here's the scary part. The fact that she thinks that wasn't mad, like, what is it like when she's actually mad?
She's like, she got so mad that the people in front of us turned around and were like, "What the?" And then she started talking to them, but they like, they weren't bad. They were like laughing at it, really. but like it was so bad that they turned around and was like, "What the heck?" That's how.
I mean, most people are gonna be like, "Yeah, I get it. I'm with you on that." But
Yeah,
I don't
they
know.
were, but they were kind of like shocked by how aggressive she was being and how like combative. I mean, she was.
All right. So here's the thing. You think I can talk? If we have Pam on, the episode's gonna be like 5 hours long.
We're still saving her for the ghost stories episode. Pam, you have to do your research and
Oh,
like
that's
have
right.
remember you have to come on and do ghost stories. At parks though, they have to be parks.
No, I don't want to see you really angry. I'll run away. I'll go ride. I'll go ride I-305.
Bob will cut the line then. He'll cut the line to get away from you.
Oh my.
The two aren't really inseparable, Pam. Being loud is typically a gauge of how mad you are.
I don't know. That's always true.
I think that's if you're the louder you yell, the more angry you're presenting yourself as.
Well, I guess if you're yelling. I mean, I get excited and get loud.
Well, sure. I mean, obviously, but when you're being contentious or assertive towards somebody and you're talking really loudly, that is
scary.
definitely a gauge of how mad you are. If you're like, "Hey, why'd you cut the line?" or "Hey, why'd you cut the line?" Like, it's a difference.
It is scary how much Pam and my sister are alike.
Ah. Yeah. I don't know your sister that well. All right, weekly poll, and then we're good to go. We can start.
You have 10 minutes to come up with weekly poll, or we're resorting to either Phantom or SeaWorld's balls.
SeaWorld's balls. Hey, I'm on the web archive. Oh, there it is. I went to the link and it didn't show the update, the little update on the top, but now it came up for some reason. Like after I'd already been on the website for a little bit. That was odd.
Wait, what? Dude.
I clicked on the web archive link of the
Gravity Group is doing prefab woodies.
When did that get announced?
Apparently just now. Oh no, shit! They got a golden ticket. What? How? How? How did they get a golden ticket for something nobody even knew about? Apparently, it was what they did on Racer.
Oh wait, yeah, I read that. The precision cut track.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in the article. I thought they were doing like their own. I thought you were talking about their own prefab, like they're making one. Like they announced they're doing one with.
Oh well, I mean it is prefab.
It is, but it's like 600 feet, and it's on Racer. I thought you were talking about like they're making their own model of prefabricated coasters or something like.
Well, there's no reason why they can't.
I thought there was some sort of announcement from Gravity Group about that, and I thought it was like that, or they were actually building one with somebody like Kings Island, or somebody was like, "Hey, build a prefab for us."
They did. They called it Racer.
And it's 600 feet long. I'm pretty sure Gravity Group has done this before.
Gravity Group's awesome. And Dutch Wonderland, their best family park thing. Like, the bar is so low. Their only real competition is their sister park.
Idlewild?
Yeah. Idlewild sucks at it.
They're not a good park.
Well, no, it's just, I don't know, it's just stupid.
I'm so glad that Kings Island did not win Best Kids Area.
Oh, who won it? Thank God for
Dollywood.
that.
With their
All
new
right, good.
with the new area of the park now.
Man, like Kings Island seriously cheated so bad.
They cheated in their park. I don't think their area of the park is so that nice. Like I've never understood. Like every time I go, I'm like, this is not that nice of a kids area. They have a lot of rides, but I don't feel like it's really a good quality kids area. Like I feel like King's Dominions is better. I feel like Carowinds is better. I'm definitely glad Dollywood won because they definitely have the better. They have. That's a great kids area that they built.
I mean, like the thing, Kings Island, man. You go to Kittyland and like when the first time we went there, my nephew couldn't ride anything in Kitty. He was too short to ride shit in Kittyland. Like, and the worst part is, the same exact ride that exists in Kings Island Kittyland, Cedar Point is calling one of their thrill coasters.
Yeah.
How do you do that? How does that work?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I mean, again, on a ride that King's Dominion markets as like a big, I think it's a 3 or 4 on their thrill scale, like is the Shenandoah Lumber Company Log Flume, and then at Kings Island it's a kiddie coaster. It's a kiddie ride. The Log Flume, it's a kiddie ride.
Yeah, like let's just.
I'm pretty
Let's
sure their
just
Log
slap
Flumes,
Charlie-
I think it's almost the same size and stats as the Kings Dominion one, and it's an arrow.
Just slap Charlie Brown on Millennium Force, and you got the first Kitty Giga.
Exactly. There you go.
It's 48 inches, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because somehow that's a kid's ride or family ride.
Hey, that's the same. That's the height requirement for Twisted Timbers.
Yeah, that's like how I don't understand how parks call, like even for Bolton, like that's not a family ride. It's 48 inches. That's not a family ride.
Yeah.
That's
I feel like for
if you're
Bolton could
over
be a shorter
48
height
inches
requirement too.
ride.
I wonder if Zaire actually's manufacturer and stated height requirement is 48. I feel like it has to be lower. I feel like Verbolten could definitely incorporate smaller children.
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. There may be ASTM guidelines for forces and stuff. I'm not really sure about that. All right. You about ready to go?
Bob.
What?
Are you on the
I'm
rundown?
serious, man. Huh?
Are you on the
No.
rundown?
No.
Oh. Uh, is that a good one? Oh.
I'm not there. Hold on.
I forgot we're going to do this.
Yay! Well, what Giga Coaster?
It was Fury, I think. Wasn't it? Oh. Oh, never mind. I thought you were talking about Golden Ticket Awards. I just read Cam's comment. I don't know what to do for the weekly poll. Is Canamonium a top 5 coaster in the world? Top 5 steel coaster in the world.
What?
Is Canamonium a top 5 steel coaster in the world?
Sure, do it.
Oh man, I don't know. By the way, I put the link to the show notes if you guys want to follow along with us as we go through the news stuff.
Is Candy better than Velocicoaster? I mean, I haven't rode both, but
Are you kidding? No, nowhere close. Velocicoaster is much better. Are you? Is that a joke? Please tell me that's a joke, Cam. I beg for you to tell me that was a joke. I might have to censor that comment. That was so bad. Oh.
All right. Wait, where's I lost Windows. I don't know.
I don't know what we're doing for weekly poll.
Just do write-ins for opinions on the color. I'm curious about that.
It's gonna be decided by the time we. All right, I guess that's fine. All right, Cam, I gotcha. I gotcha.
All right, you ready?
I forgot it doesn't censor me, actually.
Wait, what sensor? Huh?
I forgot it doesn't censor the actual creator. I was posting a bunch of the roller coaster emojis, so it'd be like.
Oh yeah, you have ninja superpowers. Hold on, I'll be right back, and then we'll get started.
I am a god. I am a divine being. Above the rules of the petty YouTube censorship, whatever they call this, trying to censor us for posting about roller coasters. The chat moderation. I think it's just me and you, Cam. I think everyone else left because they suck. I think Mike's gone, and I think Pam's gone. And that's sad. That makes me sad. No, I'm just kidding. Jeopardize. Alright, I'm going to prepare for the show by reading some of this stuff, so... Oh, Mike is here. All right. Well, it doesn't show me. It shows me on the. Maybe you timed out. Maybe you weren't active long enough. I don't like Dallas, but I have Zerline on my fantasy team, so I need him to get a couple. I hope it's a high-scoring game and the Buccaneers win. I also have Chris Godwin on my team, so I need him to score. Oh, he's already got it. Wow, that's pretty great. I'm so glad I started him. He's already got a touchdown. That's awesome. I was considering not starting Chris Godwin because I have arguably better running wide receivers. I was thinking about starting Deebo Samuel for the 49ers instead, but I'm glad I went with Chris Godwin.
Good for you. I don't know what you're talking about, but whatever.
Football started tonight, Bob. The first game of the season, NFL.
Well. Makes me so happy.
My fantasy team's great. I have. I'm gonna get this out of here real quick. Russell Wilson. All right, that's pretty great. Alvin Kamara, Myles Gaskins on the Dolphins, Chris Godwin, AJ Brown for the Titans, Deontay Johnson for the Steelers. My Steelers right there. Greg Zuerlein on the Cowboys. The Colts defense. And then on my bench, I have Kirk Cousins. I have Kenyon Drake, Najee Harris, Josh Jacobs, Chase Claypool, Corey Davis, Jarvis Landry, Deebo Samuel, Gerald Everett, Will Lutz, and the New Orleans Saints defense. I'm pretty stacked. That's just one of my leagues, too. I have 3 leagues. My
That's
other
great.
teams, some of my other leagues are actually better, but that's a pretty great team. That's the team I care most about because I actually win money if I win that league. All right.
Let's do it.
I had Mike Evans last year. I couldn't get him this year. People picked him too high.
Are you ready?
Yep.
All right. Get
I have to make a.
too many windows.
You said what?
There we go. All right.
I
Ready?
have to make a an amend to my last week's discussion about the Riddler's Revenge, because I'm pretty confident it's not going to have comfort collars, and that was just something that we discussed. Even though I think I said that last week, I want to say it again just to make sure people. So that'll be the first thing I talk about, probably, just so you know.
All right.
Probably didn't need to tell you that, but I just wanted to preface you with that. So, all right, here we go.
Works. 3, 2.
Together again. Gee, it's good to be together again. Another week, and we're back at it, Bob. Featuring the Muppets there. Hopefully I don't get copyrighted on that, but
Don't quit your day job.
yeah, my day job, attending school,
Think,
which actually is not happening. Still unable to attend school at the moment because of my positive.
You have fake COVID.
Yeah, I have COVID. I have the COVID. It doesn't exist. I have a positive result. I had a positive result, as I stated on last week's show. But then I got my PCR, which is the more accurate test, back, and that was negative. So the urgent care facility said you can dismiss the positive. That was a false positive from the rapid test. You're good to go. You're good to go back to work. You're good to go back to school. You're good to go back to. You don't have to quarantine anymore. And I'm like, great. School, however, is not willing to allow me to come back into school. They still want me to contact trace before I'm allowed back into school. So I've missed the first couple of days of school. So there's that. I'm not thrilled about that, but that's what's occurring in my life right now. And
I know that's got you down, but you know what? I'm gonna make it all better. James, I'm hereby giving you a golden ticket award for having the best fake COVID ever.
Thank you. Who are the other nominees? I want to know my competition.
I don't know. Do you have to have competition?
I don't think so. I think the Golden Ticket Award just gives it.
I'm just giving you a golden ticket.
The Golden Ticket Award, they don't care. They seem to just give it out to terrible. They give out some bad awards anyway, so I don't think they'll care. They'll just give it out. Here you go, Golden Ticket Award.
I'm also happy to announce that we were awarded the first ever golden ticket for podcasting.
Yeah.
For I don't know where.
Yeah.
We could just make golden tickets up too, right?
Yeah, exactly.
We don't have
I think
to
we
say,
can.
Like, we gave ourselves a golden ticket. just so there's no, amusement today, didn't. But we can say we received a golden ticket.
Indeed.
It doesn't matter that it came from ourselves, right?
Yeah, it doesn't. Because amusement today is a joke anyway, so it doesn't. It's not like there's any value behind saying it came from amusement today. I want to make an amend to something I said last week on last week's show. I know many of you probably might have been scratching your head. You might have actually been like, "Wow, that's crazy. I don't remember that," and that's because it didn't actually happen. So the Riddler's Mindbender at over Georgia. We had talked about when it first got announced the possibility of Premiere coming in and doing a refurbishment and them placing trains on them that would include the comfort colors. However, that was never actually confirmed as happening, and that's not actually what ended up happening. So it had been so long since we talked about the actual ride that I just completely forgot about that, and it kind of gone back to that point in time that we were talking about the premiere trains coming on this ride. So that actually doesn't happen. I think it's still made by the original manufacturer, designer. I think it's going to have the lap bar still, so I'm pretty confident that's what's happening. So no need to worry too much about that. But I did want to start the show off with that.
All right. So golden ticket to Six Flags, a golden ticket to Premiere, and a golden ticket to Evan in our live chat, just because.
Yeah. Golden ticket to Bob real quick. You're a great co-host.
Sweet. I got a golden ticket.
There you go. There you go. So as you can tell, it's the golden tickets week. They're back again. Don't they do this thing annually, I think? I don't know. I don't really pay attention to it. The only reason I ever pay attention to it is so we can shit on it on our show. But they do this thing annually, yeah, and it's time to... We're going to talk about that in the second half of the show, and boy, do we have quite a bit to talk about from them. But before we do that, we have the news of this week. So we talked about the Paschetti model last week, and we kind of ragged on it a little bit, but this thing, it actually looks pretty good. This is for the Skyline Attractions new kiddie coaster model, and they really brought some interesting concepts to the table. The track is actually customizable completely. They have like different colors and designs that they can include on the track. They have like a wooden profile. They can change to different terrains, wooden, jungle, space. It's really interesting. And they also can do that to the trains as well. So it's a really customizable attraction. And then they have different models as well. They have a 185-foot model, a 235-foot model, and a 420-foot model. But they also have custom layouts, of course. I think it can race as well. So they're really making this a very customizable ride.
I'll tell you, the thing that is most notable to me is that the way the train maneuvers through those tracks of renderings they did just screams GCI engineering, which, kind of lends more credence to the, GCI kind of...
The rumor that...
a bunch of GCI people going over there. I mean, it doesn't look like a Skyline attraction. Like, I was thinking literally the only way this Paschetti Bowl was going to be any good is if you covered it with chili. That's not the case. They actually look fun, and I actually would not mind riding them. So, yeah, follow the link in our show notes and check these out. I mean, this is kind of a visual thing, but they look really fun. And, hopefully this is something that, we could see, like, small FECs getting, small parks, God, somebody needs to take the SBF Visa share, because those things are just like multiplying like snails or something.
Yeah.
They need to be they need to slow down a little
bit.
Need
to contain it, yeah.
We need to contain that spread.
Yeah. Just for remembrance, anybody wants to remember, this is the kiddie coasters that are utilizing the single rail track too. So if you're driving or something and you're trying to think, what is this ride? I can't visually go check the website real quick. What are we talking about again? That's what this is. It's the single rail kiddie coasters from Skyline. So hopefully that rings a bell for anyone that was listening last week.
Yeah, this was the company that made the atrocities.
Oh God,
that were
Skywarp.
Yeah. So this may be controversial, but I'm gonna give SeaWorld a golden ticket for getting rid of their Skyline attraction.
It's actually still there.
Rescinded.
Yeah,
rescinded. Wait,
revoke it.
Didn't they announce?
No, Tidal Twister's still there. No. It's just Six Flags Discovery Kingdom. The Discovery Kingdom's the one.
Well, I was getting there. I was about to give them as golden ticket.
There you
as well,
go.
But I thought Tidal Twist was going away too.
I think Tidal Twister, they're still talking about refurbishing it possibly. So
all right. Well, screw you, SeaWorld. You don't get a golden ticket. Six Flags, you get another golden ticket.
There you go. There you go.
And also Skyline Chili's going to get a golden ticket too.
Best theme park food.
Not
No,
Kings
no,
Island.
not Kings
They don't get a
Islands.
golden ticket because they can actually screw up Skyline Chili. I don't know how, but they do it.
All right, so next we are talking about Kennywood, and in a shocking announcement, after what we thought was a year of maybe prosperity for Steel Curtain, it is it's gone right back down. It's down for maintenance issues for the rest of the year.
They should just paint it brown and call it the Cleveland Browns coaster.
And then it would make sense why it's down all the time because
Yeah.
Browns are always losing, the ride's always down. It just goes hand in hand. Yeah, so but in a very weird announcement too. It wasn't actually announced on socials or really in any major fashion on their website. Just as you pointed out to me, it was right underneath their COVID announcement and like procedures, like, hey, when you come to the park, you're obviously taking a risk. You're coming in, and then right underneath that, it says Steel Curtain is now down for the rest of the year.
This seriously. This is even worse than when King's Dominion announced that Volcano is being removed. Like at least Volcano, there was a link you could share. Like you can't even share a link. And if you are going to our show notes,
to be fair,
you'll notice that.
To be fair,
you'll notice what?
To be fair, Volcano was being removed. This is just going to be getting maintenance work done, and it'll probably reopen next year.
But it's an announcement.
And in terms of the quality of the announcement, sure, but the caliber of the announcement is different a little bit. So.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not comparing. No, I'm not comparing on caliber.
Okay.
I'm comparing on
right.
methods.
Okay,
the
sure.
Methods. Like this is an atrocity.
The actual communication itself, sure.
Yes, communication is ridiculous.
Sure, I get that.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm getting at. Like if you go to our show notes, you'll note that we actually have a link to the Wayback Machine or the Internet Archive to hopefully trigger that message to actually pop up so that you can view it, because it literally does not show up for anybody. Yeah. It is literally on their COVID banner, and it is nowhere else on their website. It's ridiculous. Like why? I mean. It's just unreal. Like you can't even like confirm. Anybody tells you like you want to confirm. Like we try to have sources and stuff, but like the link's Kennywood.com, and like on my computer it was popping up. James's computer was not.
Yeah,
he did not. Like,
so depending on who visits, you might go to the site and not even be aware that Steel Curtain's not operating. And it's like they chose, hey, let's just make 50% of our viewers see it and then 50% not. That way we still get some people coming into the park.
The worst part is that message came up and I didn't even notice it because it blends in literally in the COVID. It looks like it's part of the COVID message.
Blends right into the COVID announcement. Yeah, exactly.
And you know what else is unreal? Like what is wrong with this coaster? I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't know. But I remember in 2018, was it 2018? 2019, when this ride opened, everyone was going, "Oh man, SNS. Let's see if this ride. Let's see its lifespan.
That's
the
thing. I don't think this is SNS. Like I don't know. I'm not sure.
While that's true, while people were predicting that this might have a difficult run, it is also true that Max Force hasn't had any issues in it that we know of. It's been operational for the better part of the 2 years that it's been in service. Yeah. So I don't know.
It's had a little bit of downtime, but nothing.
Yeah, it has a little bit, but nothing like Steel Curtain being down for like Steel Curtain's been down for like 3/4 of its life at this point. Like
it's down all year last year.
All last year, all of us this year. That's
I don't like. It just doesn't make sense, and that like. I don't know. I have a feeling Kennywood's doing something, or Palace is doing.
It's possible.
Remember that whenever. Remember there was. I don't know if it was ever confirmed, but the general consensus was that Steel Curtain had to have modifications done to something to comply with Parkway Reunidos standards, which related to some regulations in Spain, which. I understand being uniform, but whatever, maybe if that's the case, maybe whatever they did, just mucked with things.
Wasn't aligned with SNS procedure, possibly.
Yeah, I don't know. And what's worse is that like that was supposed to have been so that they could keep the height requirement lower, but then they raised the height requirements because
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on. It's ridiculous. I mean, it just doesn't make sense that SNS is that like it's not like this is a launch like one of, you know, that's the crazy thing. This is a chain lift.
Yeah.
And the air launch, the pneumatic launch coaster that they built, the ones that they usually have issues with, is seemingly doing okay.
Yeah, it seems to be going fine, actually. Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. It's not good. It's depressing.
Yeah, it is. But one exciting thing coming out of Kennywood is this new poll that they've released. We talked about this last week, I think. The fact that they were testing different color schemes on the ride. They had purple, lighter green, darker green, I think, on there. And we talked.
They had a dark, like a blue.
They did.
Well,
yeah, they had like a bunch. They had like 3 or 4, maybe 5 colors on the ride.
It was like 3. I think it was just the 3 colors.
No, I think it was more, but maybe I don't know. That's what I remember. I remember it being a little bit more than that, but regardless, it doesn't matter. They were testing some colors on their ride, and they've now actually came out about it and said, "Hey, you guys saw that we were doing that. Now we want you to vote. What colors do you like the best out of the 2 that they're giving us the options for?" I think they're calling it like Phantom Purple or Petrifying Purple, and then it was teal. So it was Terrifying Teal.
Terrifying Teal.
So basically, do you want it to remain the same color, which is it's teal now, or do you want it to be transformed to this purple? And it seems like purple is crushing. Yeah, like that was the last time I looked, it was crushing. It was like 75-25. And
I actually voted the night that it ended. And it was like, I think it was 77% purple.
All right, yeah. I'm not excited for that. I don't know.
I
don't mind the purple color. I think it's fine. Awesome. But I don't know. I think it's the classic Phantom that we're used to is the teal. And it's the iconic Phantom that we're used to with the teal. Yeah. I think it kind of changes Phantom's look
it's almost
quite a bit.
Painting Magnum blue.
Yeah, exactly. It's altering it a little bit too much. And I don't...
Cedar Point, that was not a suggestion, Cedar Point.
I mean, Magnum might not look bad blue, but it's just the iconic, what we're used to, what it stands for. It's a little bit more now. That red means something. When you see Magnum, it's right away. You're able to identify it when enthusiasts see it online or whatever. It's identifiable. It's established. It's been established as the color for Magnum. And that's the same thing for Phantom. So I don't think purple will look bad necessarily. It might look great.
No, I think purple will look awesome, but it's just not like...
Yeah, it's just not Phantom.
That's not what it's supposed to be.
Exactly. That's what it comes down to.
But golden ticket to Kennywood for finally realizing how badly this coaster needs paint.
Yeah, golden. There you go. Innovation, guys. Innovation. So yeah, there's that, and oh man, now we're getting to the fun part of this show. So I think we're gonna have 2 rants on the show. One is obviously pertaining to, yep, there we go. Bob's changing his Sour Patch Kid to red. We're gonna have 2 rants. We're gonna have the golden ticket one, which will be a little bit more lighthearted because that we're used to that shenanigans, but to those shenanigans. But the one that we're getting into right now is the SeaWorld rant. Pantheon has been announced to be opening in March of 2022.
I can sum this all up in a sentence.
Yeah, really. Here we go.
Go to hell, SeaWorld.
Period. All right, let's move on. That was the rant. No, so SeaWorld in Busch Gardens, Williamsburg has announced that the ride will open in March of 2022. And I don't know, they're going to have 2 exclusive events for members. They're going to have this Passport to Thrills event, which it's crazy. It's ridiculous. And then they're also going to have the actual, just the regular exclusive Pantheon ride time that we were promised originally, back when we bought the passes. The member exclusive ride time is weird. It's hard to understand really what's happening. I'll read it straight from the site, and then Bob and me had different interpretations initially. I'm starting to kind of side with Bob the more I've read it, but we'll talk about that. In addition to the Pantheon VIP party opportunity, which is this stupid Passport to Thrills thing, active members will be invited to enjoy exclusive ride time on Pantheon when it opens. The Platinum members will also get the first-to-ride access on Pantheon at the kickoff of the event, or at the kickoff of the exclusive ride time in March. All members will get the opportunity to be the first to ride before the Pantheon Passport to Thrills party and the official attraction opening. And then there's just a link to sign up for it. So originally I was thinking they're going to have multiple exclusive ride times, multiple days of ride time, and we will get the first one. Since me and Bob are both Platinum, and the majority, I think everyone in our friend group except Daniel, I think, is a Platinum member. I was thinking we'd all get that benefit. Of course, we're going to get a day of just Pantheon, or just a couple hours of Pantheon exclusive ride time just for members. But the more I've read it, and the more Bob has kind of mentioned it, I'm starting to think that, and Bob, that this is, I believe this is your view as well, that this is going to be just one big event, and we're literally just going to get there first and get the first in line. And then,
we're not even going to get there first. We're just going to be able to get in line first. That's what. But here's the thing.
They might be like, hey, Platinum members, get here 15 minutes early so you can get in line first, or something like that.
Okay. There's like 5,000 different reasons why this is all bullshit.
Oh yeah, there is.
And here's the first thing. What's happening for non-active pass members at that time? So we got to sign up for this little thing to show our interest in riding, to show our interest in getting that which we paid for, because somehow SeaWorld doesn't think that we're going to be interested in what we paid for. So I had to express my interest, and they will follow up with me later on their plans for giving me
the benefit
I paid for.
The benefit that
here's the thing.
Specifically wanted.
This doesn't even, is this even going to be at the same event? Are we going to be quarantined off in our own little, like, you're all the rejects, you don't like us, so you didn't renew your pass, so you get to come in and
in June or something,
ride one time
in June, like way after it's open,
or something like that. And by the way, you're going to have to pay for parking, because, I mean, obviously you got to park in our parking lot, and you don't have an active membership, so you don't have free parking. So I'm sure they're going to make us pay for parking. Mm-hmm. And I guarantee you they're going to say, oh, and hey, while you're at it, we're going to give you $10 off an all-day pass, so that they can make money off of us anyway, because it's a 3.5-hour drive for me. Am I going to drive 3.5 hours to ride one ride on one roller coaster and then drive 3.5 hours back? Damn straight I will, just because SeaWorld can suck it. But I'll go to King's Dominion. I'll go ride your lawn ornament and go to King's Dominion and ride I-305 and Twisted Timbers, and then head home, or maybe go to, no, I'm not going to Six Flags. You know what? I'm just done with parks.
Bob has renounced his Cush enthusiast status.
Crap, man.
He's done.
But there's no, like, they're not saying anything about what they're doing. They're just, like, it's almost like they're gauging interest, as if they're hoping that, like,
not
there's
enough
like
people will sign up.
3 of us that don't renew our pass. And
they're probably hoping that they'll be like, maybe there's probably a threshold they're waiting for. Like, if this hits 1,000 people, then we'll let them come in and ride. But if it doesn't, we're going to say, sorry, not enough people, there's not enough to provide an event for you guys, or something like that. So it's ridiculous.
Oh yeah, I could see them doing that stupid shit too. Mm-hmm. It's just ridiculous that they're not, like, they can't. This is the most expensive pass other than Adventureland, which is a whole other. Let's forget that.
Adventureland, Disney, and Universal. Let's keep them out of this.
Well, yeah, but look, I mean, this is for the standard amusement park. This is not even slightly the most expensive. It's almost double the cost of the next pass. Like, that would be Cedar Fair's Platinum Pass.
Yeah.
Like, it's literally almost double. Now, here's the other thing. I can't, right now I'm in my free months, and I can't, if I cancel my pass now, I lose my free months. Basically, I'm going to have to cancel, I'm going to have to forfeit something just so that my pass doesn't automatically renew for another month. $31 a month I was paying these assholes. And they're making this like this whole big ordeal. Also, for all you platinum members, all you people out there that are keeping your platinum membership, just an FYI, your discount is now 40%. It's no longer 50%. So when Busch Gardens went and they jacked all the prices up before they gave us our 50%, so they jacked all the prices up 50%. Well, guess what? Now you've got a 10% price increase in all your merchandise.
Yeah.
Compliments of SeaWorld.
Scott Ross.
Yeah, Scott Ross.
Yeah,
shove it. He's just burying it. Like, this is just ridiculous. That like they're trying to trap their memberships. Like, they realize they pissed us all off. So they're trying to trap us so that, oh, well, you have to keep your pass active if you want the optimal benefits of what you already paid for.
Of what you
just
literally
have to keep paying.
I guarantee you that probably over the majority of people solely got the Platinum Pass for the exclusive benefit of riding Pantheon. In 2019 and 2020. And
that's the
now
other
they're saying,
thing.
well...
In 2019, was it not just the Platinum Pass that had the Pantheon benefits?
I believe it was originally just Platinum, yes.
So this is yet another instance of a Platinum benefit that we already paid for being watered down by giving everybody else that paid half of us the same access as we did.
Yeah, they've now circulated it out to everybody else. It doesn't mean anything anymore.
We paid double for the same shit they're giving to people that paid half the cost that we did. How is that fair? And how do you think that's pleasing your... I mean, most places are like, oh, hey, these people are like shelling out a stupid amount of money for our product. We probably should like treat them well. No, not SeaWorld. They're like, you're
yeah.
You're just gonna shit all over our Platinum Pass holders. You bought the best. Now get the worst. Like, yeah, seriously.
It still boggles my mind how they provided a tier upgrade for every other tier but Platinum. That still is like, whoever made that business decision.
They gave us $50 in Bush Bucks or whatever, and I didn't even know about it until it expired.
Yeah, that's it.
I never got an email. I never got an announcement. I didn't get crap.
Mm-hmm. That's their
sorry.
way of
we
saying
can do about that, sir.
Thank you to your, like you said, most expensive tier. I'm not happy about this Passport to Thrills event either. Let's get onto that. So the Passport to Thrills event is, again, for active members only. You have to be among the... You can be the first to ride this. So this will be after the exclusive ride time, but it'll still be, I believe, prior to the opening of the ride.
All right, hold up. Wait, stop. 1 second. Does SeaWorld understand what first means? Because they're promising a lot of people first.
They are.
And I don't really understand how...
Who's actually getting the first rides.
Like, that's one really long-ass train.
Yeah.
How's this going to work? I don't understand, because now all of a sudden everybody's getting first.
Yep.
It doesn't work that way.
I mean, and we all know there'll be a media day and the employees will ride and we already know GMs have ridden. So, yeah. I mean, obviously that's not public, but still the first is losing a significant here. Most definitely. As they announce more and more about.
Nearly $400 for it.
Yep.
And I guarantee you I'm not going to get to ride it first.
Yeah.
Not even by a long shot.
So
We're
again,
going to be like, hey, all you Six Flags members, come ride this before Bob does because we hate him.
yeah,
He bought a platinum membership, that stupid sucker.
yeah. Or maybe they'll extend it to Hershey members, and you'll be like, hey, there we go, I got that.
No, Hershey's too intelligent.
Yeah, maybe.
Hershey would be like, no, stay away from us. We don't want Scott Ross anywhere.
We don't
near
want
our
him
shit.
intertwined in our business dealings. So again, back to the Passport to Thrills. This is about all active members getting first ride access. Again, this will be after the exclusive ride time that members get, but it's still only for members. So it's basically just another member exclusive ride time. I don't know why they even just decided to call it Passport to Thrills. I don't understand why you wouldn't just say, in addition, you have other member exclusive ride time that you can get if you visit 3 times, because that is the catch here. You have to visit 3 times as an active member before December 31st to get invited to this. And originally, and they changed this now, thank God. Originally, though, the wording was for us to consider to invite you or something like that. It was along the lines of, we will consider inviting you if you visit 3 times. I swear to God, I looked at it and it wasn't. Now it's worded as to earn an invite, you'll have to visit 3 times. But originally it was like, we'll consider it. We might give you an invite or get your chance to get an invite if you visit 3 times. And I was like, are you kidding me? So you're telling me I can visit 3 times, I can do the stupid little email opt-in and all that stupid stuff you want me to do, and then I still might not get invited to this event. I was so enraged at that, and then they changed that. But thank God, because I was gonna be emailing the park about that. I'm like, are you kidding me? Because this is all about. I mean, this is what they're trying to boost their attendance numbers.
This is so manipulative.
That's all this is.
This is absolutely manipulative. But see, this is the thing too. They like. I don't know. Do they want us to come to the park or do they not? I just don't understand what they want anymore. I don't think they know what they want.
How do we please them? Yeah.
I mean, listen, I get it that their quarterly reports have been killing it. They're making bank, but this is not sustainable. It's absolutely not sustainable. They're going to piss everybody off, and eventually everybody's going to... I think people like me are like the canary in the coal mine. Like, yes, I might get a little bit angry before everybody else does, but like, if I get angry about something, it generally seems to be a few years later, everybody else gets angry. Look at Cedar. How long had I been yelling about Cedar Point? That finally caught up this year. Finally, people were like, yeah, Cedar Point, I don't know. Like, I'm not saying I predict anything or anything like that, but like, when you start seeing some people pissed off, it takes time. They're eventually going to get to you.
Bob, you are
so
an
if you're
oracle.
Not pissed off
you're an
yet,
oracle, and you give us the prophecy, and we choose to reject that prophecy, and that's our bad. we got to start believing in you.
And what? Here's the best part. I've seen like on the Busch Gardens Twitter posts and stuff, I've seen people commenting like, "Oh, all you people like so upset about this and that," and like, dude, you didn't spend $360. Like, you're not the one that got gypped out of this shit.
Yeah, you give me $400 and then you tell me how you feel.
Right. I mean, it's atrocious. We didn't get anything that we paid for.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And really, I mean, I cannot express how upset I was over that Passport to Thrill. I mean, that was my main grievance at first, was that, hey, they want us to come. They want us to boost their revenue, boost their attendance numbers, only to then consider us, or maybe we'll recognize your, eligibility to come to this event. Maybe. It's screw you guys. We like you said, we've bought $400 passes. We're going to come to your park. I'll be coming more than 3 times, but still, like, some people literally buy these passes and come once or twice a year. I've seen people on the Busch Gardens Williamsburg group chat like, hey, or Facebook group, hey, I visit from out of state. I don't come that much, so I'm just not going to, because even though I'm a Platinum Pass holder, I can't go to this member exclusive event. because I'm not going to be able to visit 3 times between now and December 31st. but I'm still a platinum member.
It's 3.5. Like, I mean, I'm not going to be an active member. Like, I'm done. I'm absolutely done with them. But that's the thing. If I was keeping my membership, that's a 3.5 hour drive. Like, I'm not driving 3.5 hours for Hallow Scream, which isn't my thing. Like, I'm not interested in Halloween events. So why am I going to drive 3.5 hours for that? Like,
and then for it just to be a chance to get invited. I mean, that was really ridiculous, but I'm glad they've seemingly changed their stance on that. This is just being handled really poorly. Again, I originally thought that the member exclusive ride time was multiple events, and then maybe one of them will be the Pantheon. I mean, the Platinum Pantheon exclusive ride time for us. Now I'm thinking it's going to be one. I think more that I read it, the more that's how I interpret it. But I'm really hoping that this is how they format it. They format it in a way that we do get there early and get 2 or 3 hours of ERT before the rest of the members come. I don't think that's how it'll go, but that's my hope. And from now, I'm keeping that optimism. Because if it's not,
it's going to be packed.
I'm going to be very upset.
It's like exclusive ride time, but the exclusivity is like
a 2.5, 3 hour line.
Yeah, like it's not really exclusive. Like it would have been if it was just Platinum Pass. I mean, this is all members now. Even the people that just have a single park membership get to do the same thing that I paid nearly $400 for.
Yeah. And there's tens of thousands of members, so yeah, it's gonna be ridiculous. I don't know. I was hoping Busch Gardens Tampa is doing multiple ERTs. I'm really hoping that's what they plan on doing. But
can we also take a moment to acknowledge the fact that Busch Gardens Williamsburg has to be the biggest crybabies on the face of the earth.
Yeah,
because they clearly postponed their announcement because BGW fans shared a link that was on Busch Gardens' own website.
Yeah, they kind of leaked it a bit early, but yeah, they decided to completely push that announcement off. And we talked about that possibility.
To the media. They talked to the media to tell the media that this is not correct, only to make the announcement that it was correct.
Yeah, and Bob even defended them for a bit. He was like, yeah, come on, maybe they're still fighting with corporate. Like, Bob was still giving them the benefit of the doubt somewhat. And I'm like, what if it was that they just pushed it off because of BGW fans? And Bob's like, they wouldn't stoop that low. But they literally did. They did.
They absolutely did.
You just can't.
And I mean,
you can't even safeguard them anymore. It's ridiculous.
I know that there's people out there that have differing views about BGW fans right now. I will 100% agree. Their initial article that they wrote had that first paragraph that was a little bit... It was not as professional as it should have been. Let's say that.
It was a bit provocative, yeah.
But here's the thing. BGW fans is no different than any other fan site anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Screamscape. I know Kings Island has their own.
Or whatever, Coaster Net.
God, they're like they're everywhere.
Yeah, KI fan page, Coaster Net.
Yeah,
all those.
Except the difference is BGW fans and KD fans are actually good at what they do. They actually investigate. They actually don't throw out, careless this is what's happening and we have no basis for this whatsoever.
They find distinct and specific information, and they really dig into it.
Right.
Instead of just these bowls and sometimes not even really news stories. They really make sure to find public records, and really they figure out things
Which
to a
is
T
just
before
what
they
any
announce them.
enthusiast does anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You see people all over Reddit like, oh, we found this, we found this, we found this FAA link, we found this building permit here, and we found this. Like they do it. Everybody does it. Like it's kind of ridiculous that BGW, the park, actually gives so much like. What other park does this stuff?
Yeah.
I mean, like nobody would give them the time of day, but like Busch Gardens just like, oh, they stole my thunder.
Yeah.
Like you're making it worse. I don't know. It's just really not professional at all, especially when you actually talk to the media to say
To counteract
that what they
the
reported
fan
isn't
site.
true
Yeah.
when it was true the entire time. Like Busch Gardens actually lied to the media.
They reached out and said, "Hey, yeah, they are wrong."
It's just ridiculous. Like that's unreal. Most any other park would just go about their normal business. They wouldn't
And the
make a
thing
big
is,
deal
Bob,
about it.
this
Like,
is I've always said this since we started talking about BGW fans. You know, since I've discovered their existence, such a small margin of people actually read. And when you look at the grand scheme of the visitors at Busch Gardens Williamsburg, the 2 million plus attendees they have a year, a minuscule amount of people that are visiting their park actually read BGW fans. Who's really being like? I don't understand. Who is actually being targeted by BGW fans? It's enthusiasts. It's people that are really into Busch Gardens Williamsburg, not the casual visitor. So they're not really ruining or spoiling or leaking information to the public. Nobody's going and going, oh, Pantheon's coming in 3 years. Wow, BGW fans leaked this. Nobody's doing that. I mean, I have friends that are like, oh, what's going on at Busch Gardens? And I'm like, oh, in 3 years they're doing that. And they're like, really? Well, like nobody knows that. It's not something that just the casual amusement park visitor is going to find out. So I don't know why they're getting so upset about that. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Like Airtime Mike's in our live chat, and he made the perfect example. Katie fans leaked Tumbili. I can't ever pronounce it. But Katie fans
Tumbili.
Monkey Flip. It's Monkey Flip. That's just what it is. It's Monkey Flip. They leaked that, but Kane's Dominion just went ahead with the announcement like planned. They didn't.
Yeah, they didn't. Oh, we're postponing our media event for another 2 weeks. And...
we're gonna postpone it and lie and say it's Planet Snoopy expansion for a month, and then we're gonna make the announcement and say that we lied all along.
Yeah.
It's just so golden ticket to BGW fans
for the biggest babies.
and Busch Gardens, you're a bunch of babies. And SeaWorld, you need to get rid of Scott Ross or something. I don't know. You're just destroying yourself. It's not sustainable. It's not. I mean, you're pissing everybody off.
Yeah, when you have a fan page, I mean, again, regardless of whether or not, regardless of your stance on BGW fans, they are a fan page. They are fans of the park, or they wouldn't be doing their site. That they wouldn't be. Who would run it if they didn't actually like BGW? So, despite your stance on whether or not you approve of their leaking of information, they are fans and they're upset. I mean, the fans are upset. The BGW fans are upset at BGW, so there's a problem. And they're constantly upset. They're constantly calling out Busch Gardens Williamsburg because there's need for it. I'm not saying that that's bad. I'm saying that there is a need for them to be called out. So if that's the case,
they have to actually listen to people.
Exactly. If it's gotten that bad, you have to start listening. You can't be tone deaf forever. But it's time to move on.
Well, no, first, just let me say one more thing.
One more thing. Here we go.
This is what's ridiculous. I've actually quite a while ago just accepted the fact that I'm done with SeaWorld parks. Like, I'm going to be canceling my pass. Like, what's done is done, whatever. And they still are irritating me about this pass. Like, I've even completely written the whole pass thing off. Just basically said, I wasted a ton of money, and you know, but it still makes me so angry out of principle. Like how I just don't. I don't.
You're mad for the other Paso members. Like it's getting you so furious. Like the other Paso members are getting treated so poorly. Yeah, it's crazy.
I don't understand it. SeaWorld's just they got this is not sustainable. It's not.
Yep. So Bob has
You can't just
Bob has
force
separated
people
with
to go
Busch
to your
Gardens.
park. You realize that's what they're doing. They're afraid that people are like upset with them and they're not going to be coming to their park, so they are now forcing them to come to the park. Like
Bob has divorced
you're
SeaWorld.
horrible,
It's official.
people.
You divorced SeaWorld, right? All right.
Yeah.
So let's move on to a very sad and disappointed to say another incident that has occurred at Glenwood Caverns in Colorado. So their drop ride, the haunted drop ride at this park, haunted mine drop ride, has had an incident. It was a 6-year-old girl fell the full 60 feet, I believe. And
Well, I don't know that we know.
we do that did get released for
Oh,
sure.
did?
Yeah. Not the article you provided, but I did read that from another news source. Are we looking at it? Yeah. So she did fall. I believe that was released that she fell the full, whatever the full height of the ride.
Well,
she fell.
She fell from the ride, but it didn't. There was no confirmation of like where she fell from, and what transpired.
But she did fall the full distance of the ride. So it doesn't necessarily say she fell at what point in the ride or what, but she did fall the full whatever. I can't recall what the full height of the attraction is at the moment, but that was confirmed. If I'm not, I'm pretty confident I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Here's the article, I believe. If a ride is so improperly designed or maintained or operated that a 6-year-old can plunge... that's not it either. Oh.
Yeah, I don't think... The thing is that nothing... The only thing that came out was the first responder audio, the radio traffic that said that... they said the party fell from the ride. There wasn't any designation. There's not nothing's been confirmed on how what was height a fact, was the guest height a factor, was there's nothing.
I don't know. I do remember reading about the fact that she fell the full height of the ride. I don't know if that's true or not, but I did read about it, regardless of whether or not it's actually been confirmed or not. Whatever the case may be, it's tragic. It's sad. She did pass away. And yeah, we don't know much more. They're still investigating into the actual specifics of the incident. They're investigating, again, if height was a factor, if it was the restraint system, if, I don't know. There's been theories tossed around. I don't really want, like we did with the top of the direction. I don't know if we really want to speculate on what occurred.
Here, there's one thing that I do want to mention. There's actually some people that are freaking out, saying that this ride should never have been designed without
correct. Yeah, that is fair.
Shoulder restraints.
Yeah,
that's not. First of all, this ride has operated without incident. It is designed with redundant safety systems, and one of those systems cannot be removed during
the ride. Yeah,
the cycle.
Correct.
So we need to stop with this. Like rides are engineered in a certain way.
And
Tower of Terror is just a single seatbelt.
Exactly. And
I mean,
this is not the, like you said, this is not the only type of ride that incorporates this kind of feature. So to blame it on the specific ride and say that, oh, this is just a bad design. No, I mean, this exists. I mean, these type of rides I've ridden. I haven't ridden this specific model. I've ridden the Bigfoot, or not the Bigfoot, the Monster Drop at, what is it? The Monster Drop at, they have like in Pigeon Forge, they have some sort of center where they have a couple of the drop rides there, and that's one of them. They have this drop tower. And I've ridden that. That's a seatbelt only. That's a Stan Checkett's ride. That's not the issue here, for sure. There is definitely an issue with how the ride operated at the time, but
something happened clearly.
Yeah, it wasn't the seatbelt.
We can't just
Don't single out the seatbelt.
Right. It was designed that way. It passed safety inspections. It was
for years. Yeah, it's operated for years in the state. Mm-hmm.
But no, we don't know what happened. Yes, there could have been a problem with the ride. It may have been rider compliance. Maybe she wasn't tall enough. Maybe I don't know. There's various things. That will come out later.
I will say that the rumor I've heard, and again, I don't really want to speculate on the matter, but if we're going to throw out maybe if she wasn't tall enough, I've also heard that's possible that the gates might have not been closed properly and she got through into the platform when the ride dropped out. So I mean, don't go straight to the seatbelt.
No, I don't know what. I didn't hear that, and I don't I don't even want to go into that. This is just a tragic incident, and
it is, and it's just a year. It's just a year of tragedy, and I don't know. It's just unprecedented. It is. I mean, we have not seen anything like this in a long time. It's been I don't know if there's ever been a year that's really had this many extraordinary and uncommon incidents. I mean, it's like every month I feel like we get something new, and it sucks.
This is by far this one gets me the most.
Yeah, for sure.
I just can't imagine being there with my nephew and like something like this happens. Like this just freaks me out.
Mm-hmm.
There's really not much more to be said about this. Just our thoughts with the family. It's terrible.
Indeed. And again, as more comes out, like Cedar Point, we'll keep you guys up to date with the progression of this announcement. Of this incident. So Adventureland, to move on, has now announced plans to remove 3 rides, and those rides are 1001 knots, one of those, and then it's a chance. I can't remember the actual. It's like a turbulent or something is what they call it. And then there's something else called. They're calling their name of the ride is the Starship, I think, or it's called the Lighthouse. Sorry, excuse me. Those are the 3 rides they're removing, and they're adding 10 new rides and attractions. So one of their new rides is actually a Renaissance fair. So it's an attraction more like it. So part of that 10 new rides is a Renaissance fair, and then the rest of them are kiddie rides. It's a Planet Snoopy expansion,
and not even exciting kiddie rides. They're like just the simple run of the mill like
Planet Snoopy. It literally is. It's Planet Snoopy expansion.
There's not even like Planet Snoopy has some more fun rides than what they're adding. Although they are adding like a wave swinger. It doesn't look like an actual wave swinger. It looks like a knockoff. But that is one of the rides. That's like the only thing that really I give them credit for. This is like I don't know. I'm gonna open a park and like install like attractions from like the McDonald's play place and like install like 30 of them and say, oh, we're opening with 30 brand new rides.
Yeah.
Not a single one has power. It's all powered by yourself. It's a swing set.
Yeah, this is a very dull announcement. There's nothing really exciting from it, and
they did announce,
and they're removing 3 pretty major rides too, like they're 3.
Well, that Lady Luck thing that can go. Those things are painful and Yeah, I don't know what that lighthouse ride. I've never been on anything like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that is. I like the 1001 knots rides, but
I don't like. They're not that fun. I like the smaller, like the zero flying carpets.
yeah, those
Those
are
are a
fun
lot of fun.
too. I enjoy both. And then
I'm not a big
the
fan.
Lady Lucky one looks really cool. I don't know if you actually got a chance. Did you
No,
have you
that's the one. That one can go.
you've ridden
Those
ones like
things.
that?
Yes, they're painful.
It looks very interesting. But yeah,
Um, Knoebels has one.
do they?
It's not the same model. It's called Wipeout there. Um,
Oh, not aware of its existence, so I'll have to check that
it's
out.
uh, it's actually behind their pendulum,
Oh wow.
like
Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
near Phoenix's turnaround, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, yeah, they just. I mean, they're decently fun, I guess, but they're just you're like, I don't know. Maybe if they just had nice soft pillows as padding or something, they might not be
Yeah,
bad.
you're right.
That
It's
might
it's a
be.
smaller model. Yeah, interesting. Well, yeah, they're getting rid of them. They're getting new rides, and they're getting a Renaissance fair.
But here's the real question. They also announced that the River Rapids ride will be returning next year.
Yeah, they did say
Uh,
that.
the question that I want to know is, are they going to actually staff it with people watching
Yeah,
the entire ride path?
and
Because
with
that
cognizant
needs
people,
rectified.
people that can
That is
actually.
like you should not, if you cannot afford to have to pay people whatever's required to get people to actually watch that ride, every area of that ride, you should not be spending money on 10 new rides.
And are these people going to be cognizant and able to actually operate it? And if there's an error or an issue, be able to properly, provide assistance to first responders and have the restricted areas open
Yeah.
up. Like
I mean, seriously. Like if this comes down to you can't find employees, you need to pay more. You need to get those people there. You should not be spending it on
or
10 new
or
rides.
you just need to not operate the ride until you do.
Or just not operating. Exactly. Like
Yeah.
that's I mean, you've been put on notice in the worst way possible. You need to have people supervising that. That is a better announcement. You should be coming out with that announcement before you tout 10 new rides. I
Yeah.
maybe I view things differently. I just happen to think safety is a important thing.
Indeed. Um all right. Well, Golden Ticket Award for Adventureland for adding a Renaissance fair.
All right, I'll give him one for that, but then I'm
Yeah.
going to take it right back away
Yeah,
because
take it away because of the safety thing. But they get one and they get and then minus, so that balances out.
yeah.
uh, all right, so that about does it for this episode. Oh, no, it doesn't. That about does it for this half of the show. Woo, I'm ready. I'm jumping the gun. I'm ready to go. You told me we got to go. You were being very persistent. We got to get ready. So I'm just ready to end the show now, actually.
All
No.
right, that's fine.
All right. We'll be right back after this break.
Oh, you were actually rolling with it. I didn't realize that.
I didn't want to, but I knew if I stopped, you'd be like, come on.
And I was actually like, "There's no way he's going to roll with it." All right.
All right. So
What time did you stop at? I'll go to that time.
what do you mean?
What time are you at on your recording?
56:40.
Okay, I'm not going to say anything for 20 seconds.
Why? What's going on? What are you talking about? Why?
I need to add to the end of my audio because I stopped it sooner than you.
Oh. Okay. Are you going to do that now?
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
because I want to start.
At the same
Wait,
time.
hold on. I'm going to say first. What is this?
37. 137.
Okay, hold on for 20 seconds. All right. So you were at 5640? Is that right?
Yeah.
All right. All right. Yeah, they do need a lot more for $400 a year. But I should have said this on the recording, but I will give Adventureland props. For $400, they don't surprise take away shit that they promised you. So there's that. At least when you got it, you knew what you were getting.
At least you knew you were getting nothing then.
Yeah, at least you knew you were getting screwed. Unlike SeaWorld, it's like, oh no, this is going to be the greatest thing in the world. Lies. Damn lies.
All right, you can turn them to blue again, right?
Oh, yeah.
Thought you were mad about the new rides at Adventureland. I was like, wow.
Nope.
I was like, I didn't know you didn't like the Renaissance Fair.
Screw the Renaissance Fair. Wait, fax with unlimited amount of paper? What?
He's saying it's facts.
Yeah.
It's just... You told me we had to go.
Oh, man.
All right, so... But they get one and they get a minus, so that balances out.
I wonder if my neighbor can actually hear me when I get heated up about this stuff.
Indeed. Your neighbor's like, what the hell? She just hears, God dang it, screw SeaWorld, I just hate him. All right, well, Golden Ticket Award for Adventureland for adding a Renaissance Fair.
I'm tired. All right. You ready to roll with this golden ticket thing?
Are you, Bob?
Sure. I haven't actually read the article or like any of that stuff. Is there a list in this thing?
There is. If you scroll to page 28, I think. Or no, it's actually further down.
No, it's 12.
50, 51 is the top 25 steel coasters, and then 56 is the wooden coasters. And then there's the
12.
actual... What?
Oh. 12 is the best.
12
Page
is the
12.
12 is the some of them. 12 is the actual categories, yes, but then you actually see, if you're trying to see the best coasters, that's further down. That's 51 or 52 and 56. We can talk about both if you want.
Yeah, hold on. I want to look over these so I can get angry too. What is the whole Breakout Family Entertainment Center? Like, what the hell does Breakout mean?
I think it means like family entertainment centers that are getting larger, kind of. Like they're breaking out. They're kind of almost becoming classified as just an amusement park. But
Oh. So best new water park ride of 2021.
yeah,
There's 5 listed.
and
None of those 5 are actually the best water ride of 2021.
yeah, they all opened prior to. But they're doing the 2021/2020.
Well, when did Mystic River Falls open?
I don't know, but that's not a water park ride. That opened 2 years ago, I think.
No, water ride. Oh, one does say park. Okay, you're right.
Mystic River Falls is on the best water ride of 2021.
I'm sorry.
I'm confused.
I was not. I was wrong. Ignore everything I just said.
Okay, okay.
So how can Cheetah Chase is the best new water park ride of 2021? It's also the 4th best water park ride of 2021.
What? What are you talking about? What are we looking at?
Cheetah Chase is in both the best new water park ride and the best water park ride categories.
Yeah, so one is about just being new for 2021, and one is about being just in general the best water park ride.
Got it.
Okay.
I mean, it just to me, it doesn't make like I would think that if it's a new water park ride, it should not be included in the general water park ride.
I don't know. I mean, it is a water park ride now, so.
I guess it is, but I don't know. Knoebel's got best food again. Epcot, best food, 4th.
Oh, they're supposed to have good food there, yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Because they have food from like all over the world.
All right, moving on. Dutch Wonderland. Thank you. Dutch Wonderland is honored to be voted best family park. You need to take. I'm kind of concerned. I'm hearing stories that other people haven't really saw Merlin's Mayhem as being that great.
Why does that concern you?
And well, because when I wrote it this year, it wasn't as good as it had been, and I'm kind of like I was hoping that it was just a bad day, but I'm starting to wonder if it wasn't, if it's just they haven't taken care of it.
Or maybe you're crazy and it never was good.
It was good. I assure you, it was really good. Oh my God.
What?
This freaking roller coaster museum has the money to place a full-page ad asking for donations, and they still can't open to the public. Oh
I
my
told you, Bob.
God.
The Golden Ticket Awards this year literally was. If you watch the videos,
No, this has nothing to do with that. This is
I know
freaking.
you're talking about the actual magazine, but
No, I'm talking about the museum.
yes, I know you're talking
Like,
about the magazine, but you're talking about it being placed in the magazine, the ad being placed in the magazine. But if you actually go and watch the videos, the whole Golden Ticket Awards this year was just a big ad for the National Roller Coaster Museum.
It always is. Oh, really? For the museum? Like,
Yeah, the actual all the videos are in the museum, and they're all like talking about how great the museum is and that you should come and like we're in this room now. You should come and visit this room. Like,
guys, please donate to us because we spent a shit ton of money on telling you to donate to us. Oh my God. It'd be different if they were open to the public. They're not. They need to like that. I'm getting more and more angry about that. I was defending them for a while, but I'm starting to not. Oh my God. Quit saying congratulations. Just give me. There it is. The list. Top 25 steel coasters. Wait. Fury 325 is number 1? I thought you said it was lower.
no, I did not say that.
No. How do you. I don't understand.
What? Steel Vengeance.
I mean. That's. I don't. I don't understand any of this. Glad to see Phantom's Revenge is in there. That makes sense. Ooh, Intimidator. I-232.
I told you that was in there, and I told you that was a terrible placing.
Did you? Yeah,
I said, despite how much you like it, Bob, it's not top 25 in the world.
I don't know. I really liked it. I don't know if I agree. Yeah, I don't know.
Is it even top 25 in your rankings? I don't think so. Even if it is, that's off of what, 200 coasters? And this is off of the thousands that exist in the world?
It's number 37.
Yeah, so. And that's off of what? How many coasters you got now? Like 230, 240?
230.
I think it's in my like 80s or 90s, and it's out of like 326. So.
Good night, Cam. What? You have to go to bed at 10:20? You're usually here till like 2 a.m. like the last holdout.
Yeah. Shit, I didn't mean to do that.
Wait. Okay. I love Schwarzkopf, but
Are you gonna say it?
top 25?
Yep, I remember. I said that. I said, how is that in this list? It doesn't make any sense. Neither Steel Curtain shouldn't be up there either. None of the coasters in this list should be really in this list at all. Nitro, Twisted Colossus, Mako, Diamondback, Magnum XL 200, Alpengeist Mod 2, and Intimidator, Steel Curtain, Mindbender. None of those should be in the top 25 best coasters in the world. In the world. We're not talking even nationwide. Some of those could be considered, I guess, nationwide best coasters, but...
I mean, Apollo's Chariot's too high.
Oh, for hell yeah, it is. Are you kidding? It's not even in my top.
Nitro is supposed to be above that.
No, it's not. That's correct ranking in terms of the hypercoasters.
No.
Mako should be above both of them, but and Canimonium should not be number 5. Canimonium should be way lower. They got Apollo's and Nitro's ranking correctly in terms of the order of hypercoasters, but
Oh, here's the wooden. Phoenix. Voyage. Okay, they got the first two right.
No, Phoenix should not be #1 in the world. That's a terrible, terrible placing for it.
I don't know.
I know. It should barely be top 10 probably in the world. Again, we're talking world. And there's only what? Let's see how many coasters internationally they have on this list. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's actually not bad considering I think the Steel doesn't have any.
I actually, in all honesty, this wooden list isn't too bad.
It's pretty bad. But we have different. Beast should not be on this list. As much as I love the Beast, it should not be on the best wooden coasters in the world.
I mean,
and Mystic
I'm okay
Timber
with
and Ghost
Thunderbolt
Rider should
doesn't.
not be that high either.
Bullshit.
I do not think they should be that high. Gold Striker should be higher. Lightning Racer should not be on this list.
No, I agree with that. I love Lightning Racer, but no, it does not belong.
Jackrabbit at Kennywood is not in the top 25 best wooden coasters on the planet. It is not.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
no.
Yeah, probably not. I mean,
neither is Thunderbolt at Kennywood. Why is Thunderbolt on here? I mean, I like Thunderbolt a lot.
Yeah,
I love Thunderbolt, but
well, Thunderbolt. Jackrabbit's better than
Comet
Thunderbolt.
at Great Escape. I've heard some okay things about that, but
I mean, I'm not saying this is a dead-on list, but it's not terrible. There's some hot takes, but it's not terrible.
it's not good. I'm gonna see what the top 50 is actually. 'Cause
I think Leap the Dip should be up there.
I haven't ridden that, but I would not agree with that. But I again can't really.
Don't.
I won't knock it till I try it.
You'd be surprised.
I probably will be.
The thing
But I
is
don't-
that you can't comprehend it until you ride it, and you don't understand, like, it's a whole new thing. I'd rather, like, Leap the Dips is above Thunderbolt. I think I actually need to.
That's not a big
My last.
milestone, though. I don't really think Thunderbolt's that great.
I'm just saying.
Where are the lists of the best?
I'm not actually saying Leap the Dips belongs on the top 25. I'm saying if Thunderbolt's on there, it belongs on the top 25.
Oh, okay, that's fair. That's a fair statement. It says go to goldenticketawards.com if you want to view the top 25. I'm on goldenticketawards.com and you can't view the winners. That's a complete lie. There's no top 50 list that I can find anywhere. We should advertise in the Golden Ticket.
Oh,
Award,
yeah.
in the news.
You can afford that.
All right, so they lied. It's okay. You can't actually view the top 50 yet.
If I remember right, it's
It's typically a few days afterwards. However, they marketed in this magazine that it's available, so I figured it might be already. So it's all right. They lied. They listed that a little prematurely.
actually you can't even. The rollover doesn't work. Their site is dysfunctional.
You said what doesn't work?
Their website doesn't work. It's like the winners is supposed to be a rollover.
Yeah, like a drop down. Yeah.
But it only drops down after you click on winners. You can't actually get there.
If you like reload it and like while it's reloading, if you could roll over, you can see it for a second.
I know, but you can't actually get there to click on it.
I know.
Hold on, let me open up the inspector. All right, let's see. What the hell, man? Where? Oh, wait, what? Man, they made a mess of this.
Do you just want to continue the show?
Yep. Gonna have to.
What were you talking about? Their website still?
Yeah. Trying to find. What is it? 29. Like, one would have thought that it would be the same format as the 2019. It looks like nothing was found at this location. Bite me. Oh, but the 2019 is there.
Yeah.
Man, you need to fix your shit. Oh, wait, I almost had it.
What are you trying to get to?
That 2020 link.
Oh. Well, 2020 is not going to be this year's anyway, so it's not the biggest deal.
Well, but I mean, oh wait, did they do 2020s?
They did, but it was a weird. They didn't do the regular awards, so.
Oh, well, I got the 2020 link and it didn't.
I got it too, actually, now. There's no actual. There's just a bunch of industry leader awards. All right, are you ready?
Yeah. Pain in the ass. Oops, that page cannot be found. Whatever. All right. Ready? Oh, wait. Hold on. Hold on. I just realized I might be running out of space. Give me a second. Oh, man. Wow. Apparently copying from one drive to the other on my computer uses a lot of resources. All right, ready?
Mm-hmm.
3, 2.
The annual fiasco that is the Golden Ticket Awards took place this actually today. As we're recording this, it actually is the day of the Golden Ticket Awards, so it'll have been 3 or 4 days possibly if you're listening to this the week that it was released since the Golden Ticket Awards occurred. And man, every year it's bad, but I think we might have a historically bad year from the company, from Amusement Today, and we'll get to why. None of the actual original award winners were that bad. It's really the list of the best coasters that gets bad. And we'll go through that. I'll go through that really quickly, and then we can discuss, I guess, amongst ourselves. So we have the best park. I'm not going to read all the nominees, but we had the best park, and that was to Europa Park. We had the best water park. That was Schlitterbahn. The best family park is Dutch Wonderland. Best marine park is SeaWorld. Orlando. The best breakout amusement family entertainment park is Fun Spot America. The best or the most beautiful theme park is Dollywood. The best water park ride is Valhalla. The best kids area of 2021 is Dollywood. The best Halloween event is Six Flags Fiesta Texas. The best new show of 2021 is Rock the Night, which is at Fiesta Texas, because I'm sure not a lot of you are aware of that. The best new coaster of 2021 is Velocicoaster. The best new family attraction, is Star Wars Rise of the Resistance. The best new water park ride is Cheetah Chase. The best new attraction installment is Rise of the Resistance. The best guest experience is Dollywood. The best dark ride is Star Wars Rise of the Resistance. The best water park ride is Wildebeest. The best food is Knoebels. And the best Christmas event is Dollywood. So nothing terrible there. I think all of those are acceptable results, and they're all results that I respect. Of course, Dollywood being the most beautiful park was a bit shocking. But the thing is, the thing that happens every year with these awards, it's the same 5 parks put up for this award, which of course, they probably are the most beautiful parks, but there has to be, I mean, can we expand a little bit on that sometimes? I mean, there's other really gorgeous parks out there, and I feel like we get the exact same 5 every year, so it's just literally going to be these 5
I'll
parks.
be honest with you, Idlewild, if you want to go just beautiful parks,
Sure.
Idlewild.
Idlewild, I'm sure.
Why is Idlewild not there?
Yeah, but then there's also
Idlewild's more a contender for beautiful park than it is family park. I mean, well,
Sure.
I don't know. Idlewild has a lot of issues, but when it boils down to it, it's completely in the woods. It's a huge, huge chunk of property. Why is it never? I don't know.
But
It's
there's
like
also
all steeped in tradition.
And there's also parks
that's
in
a
Europe, in China, in Japan. I've seen parks that are gorgeous parks, and they're never included on this list. It's always the same 5: Gilroy Gardens, Europa Park, BGW, Efteling, and Dollywood. There's no issue with having the same winners every couple of years, because these are, I'd say, Dollywood and Efteling and Busch Gardens, Williamsburg. Those are all 3 of the most beautiful parks. So of course they're going to be repetitive winners. But why can't we include some others every once in a while, just as nominees, even if they don't win necessarily? I don't know. That disappointed me a little bit to see, but it's every year. It's annual that this happens. Yeah. So best coaster of the year, Velocicoaster. That didn't shock me at all. I was surprised that Fly didn't win. I was thinking it would be between those two, if anything. So it looks like Fly actually came in the 3rd place over. Actually, Candemonium was 2nd place. So that was a bit surprising. But again, this park is definitely this list is more U.S. centric. It seems the U.S. always seems to be the main focal point of this awards, of these awards in general. They don't ever really expand out past maybe there'll be a couple Europe parks in there, but there's never any Japanese or Chinese or any other really Australian. You never see anything other than U.S. and sometimes Europe.
I think it's just heavily influenced by Ace.
Yeah, which sucks because this is supposed to be the standard amusement park awards. And how is this standard amusement park awards if we're only talking about the U.S.? It's not fair, really.
Well, I mean, it's also flawed.
If they said straight up this is a U.S. awards, that would be fine. But the fact that they act as if this is the international award for the amusement park industry, I think is a bit flawed.
Well, the flaw is that this is just like asking people what your favorite coaster is. But you're asking some people that have rode 60 coasters, some people that have rode 2,000 coasters. You can't. So I'm going to give out another golden ticket to Mitch Hawker. I assume that's a person.
Yeah, that
I don't know.
award's
But I'm just referring to the poll system
that
was
award.
created. And that's probably the most accurate way of actually doing a poll, because everything is in competition with only what the voter has rode. So all of the votes are basically taking into account how many, which coasters you've rode. So it puts a placing amongst all of the coasters that you rode into your vote.
It kind of ranks your ranking a little bit.
Right, which is what is needed if you're doing, especially if you're doing international, because there aren't that many people that have rode both American coasters and European coasters. Yes, there are people that have, but that subset, that section of people is very small.
Yeah.
So, like the Mitchell, I don't understand why. I guess actually I probably do understand why. It would require effort. The Mitch Hawker poll takes some effort, and I guess Amusement Today doesn't want to get involved in that.
Yeah, I
do kind of wonder if
they like it easy. They like it effortless, kind of. So
yeah,
simple, it's smooth, it's to the point. Let's get this done. They do the same thing every year. So I think it's like they've gotten into a rhythm now, and it hasn't affected them. They're still profitable. They're still, getting all these parks involved, and all these parks are a part of this process. So no need to change, right? No need to improve. Let's just keep going with what's the norm.
I guess
that's their stance, I'm sure.
It's also maybe harder to manipulate.
Yeah, that's possible as well.
Which makes me wonder if they're. We were having a conversation about this before the show about rigged or just dumb, or what the point is. It's in some ways I do wonder if there is not so much rigged, but if there is like a money influence into this. Oh well, I'm gonna vote for this one because this park gave us benefits.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder if they're a substantial amount of the voters, I'm sure, is involved in the actual process of, getting to that point. So if they're aware of the fact that, hey, Dollywood chipped in and, helped us do this, and this park helped us do that, that's kind of in the forefront of your mind, maybe. I'll vote for the Dollywood coaster.
Not only that, just more of oh, well, we have an ACE event at this park, and they went way out of their way to give us a good time. So I'm more inclined to vote for that ride.
That's possible. I was thinking more along the aspects of who actually supports the Golden Ticket Awards, but yeah.
It's
possible.
Both.
Either way.
And then can we talk about this roller coaster museum thing?
Yeah, that's what this Golden Ticket Awards year was. It was just a big advertisement for the National Roller Coaster Museum,
which is not even open to the public yet.
Nope. So come visit, but you can't really.
They've been threatening. Yeah, right. They've been threatening to open to the public for the last 5 years. I've even wasn't it there was multiple years ago that they were actually posting pictures of their new visitor center. That they were building. Whatever happened to that? I don't understand. I appreciate the stuff's being saved, but they really, especially if you're going to start dumping money into things like this, you better make it a priority to open to the public. Because the longer you go, less likely people are to donate to you.
Yeah.
Like, it's not an Ace private collection.
Yeah. And that's what it...
A museum is a public entity. And
Yeah.
you need to make more of an effort to you know,
to be that public entity.
actually be in a museum.
to be what you say you are, yeah. But moving on to the actual top 25 steel coasters. So keep in mind, I really want to keep this in mind, guys. Remember what the best new roller coaster of 2021/2020, because they include 2020 and 2021 attractions in this poll this year. Jurassic World's Velocicoaster won best new coaster of 2021. All right? Here's the actual list for the best steel coasters. Top 25 steel coasters. Number 25 is Mindbender at Six Flags Over Georgia. Number 23 is Steel Curtain, Kennywood. Number 23, it's a tie, is Intimidator at Carowinds. Number 22 is Matsu at Busch Gardens Tampa Bay. Alpengeist at Busch Gardens Williamsburg took 21. Magnum took 20. Diamondback took 19 at Kings Island. Velocicoaster took 18. Mako took 17 at SeaWorld Orlando. Twisted Colossus Six Flags Magic Mountain took 16. 15 is Phantom's Revenge at Kennywood. 14 is Nitro at Great Adventure. Intimidator 305 took 13. Iron Rattler took 12. Polished Chariot is at 11. Terrans at 10. Mavericks at 9. Leviathan at 8. Lightning Rod at 7. Expedition GeForce at 6. Candemonium at Hershey Park, number 5. Number 4 is Superman the Ride. Number 3 is Steel Vengeance. Number 3 is Millennium Force, and number 1 is Fury. Candemonium is number 5.
Where is Sandy's Blasting Bronco? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, I mean, that was great. That should be up there with Candemonium, man. Candemonium is number 5. So I'm not only am I upset because the ride's not that good, I'm upset because the fact. Keep in mind, I said Velocicoaster.
Time out. Flag on the play. You keep riding it in the back. You deserve to not get a good ride.
I rode it in the front, Bob. I rode it twice in the front, and it's not that good.
But you refuse to appreciate it in the front.
What? I appreciate what I ride, and what I ride is not that good. It's my number 3. It's my third favorite B&M Hypercoaster. It's a very good ride, but it is not top 5 in the world good. It is very good.
Ride it in the front and accept the facts. Just accept the facts, James. That's all I'm saying. Just accept the facts.
Yeah, I'll accept the LSM launches is what makes it so great in the front, maybe. That they incorporated with the those plastic fins that you thought that we I don't know. Number 5 is crazy, but the reason I'm so upset, not because it's not that good, not because it doesn't deserve number 5.
There's no confirmation either way.
You said
There's
what?
no confirmation either way of what those do.
Okay, well, Mako has them as well, and all these other B&M Hypers have them, but
I never said they were LSM launches.
No, we said they were boosters, maybe, but regardless, I was just joking. That's not actually. I don't take that seriously. Candemonium, despite not actually deserving to be number 5 in the world, is above Velocicoaster, which we just stated earlier was the best new ride of 2020/2021. How do you have Velocicoaster be the best new ride, beating out Candemonium, and then have Candemonium ranked, what is it, 13 spots above it in the actual list? Who's making this? That doesn't make sense. How do you, I don't understand. I don't get it.
Does not compute.
It is beyond reasoning. I mean, it's just basic. I could make a list better than this and have it be more consistent than how they've organized this list. It's terrible. I don't know how you look at it and go, oh, and they even said it in the video when they did the top 10, I think they released the top 10 on the actual video. They didn't do the full top 25. They said Candemonium, it's the highest debuting ride of 2020/2021. And I'm like, wait, but but the last video said Velocicoaster was the best debuting ride of 2020/2021. That doesn't make any sense. What is that?
Candemonium's the sweetest ride.
Yeah, it's this. Man.
That's what you're missing. You're missing the secret ingredient of sugar.
I almost. I don't remember what I was doing.
And Twizzlers, and Reese's peanut butter.
I don't know what I was doing, but whatever I was doing, I remember when I was watching this video, I almost dropped dropped it and was like, what the, like, I was just, that was the most dumbfounded I've been in a long time. I was like,
Did you almost drop?
it was worse
your
than,
Hershey?
this is historically the worst, I think, list they've done because of that. But it was almost as bad as when they went on the whole Maverick is a B&M thing. And everyone there, the amusement park experts, Bob, these are the experts, the panelists, they're experts, put Maverick as a B&M. And then they all like announced it at the announcement. And nobody realized it at the announcement when they were doing it.
Wait. Maverick's not a B&M?
No, it's actually a GCI.
But they have the B&M angled supports.
Yeah,
Maverick has those angled supports. It's clearly a B&M.
Yeah, no, it's actually GCI if you didn't know. Golden Ticket Awards, guys, you got to get that straight. You have it on as an Intamin this year. That's wrong. It's a GCI.
Well, at least they're finally giving Intamin some credit for the good ride
or something.
Well, maybe that's the whole problem. Maybe they thought Candemonium was an Intamin as well. And...
yeah, maybe they got that wrong. I don't know. That was I could not believe that they did that. I'm like, oh, boo-hoo, boo-hoo-hoo. I can't take these polls seriously. I just can't. Every year there's something, and that really got me going. So this year's top 25 wooden roller coasters.
Did you know that Magnum was built by Edward Joy Morse?
I did not. Did you?
I don't know. I'm just making stuff. We're allowed to just make stuff up, right?
Yeah, we are. Golden Ticket Award to you for making stuff up.
Sweet! I got a golden ticket. Because I got a golden ticket.
I was literally just about to... Great minds think alike. Literally about to start singing that song. I got a golden ticket in my heart. Top 25 wooden roller coaster. Let's go down this shit list. Which you actually... you don't think is that bad. I think it's pretty bad.
Wait, Wait, which one?
We're going on to wooden now.
Oh, wooden? Yeah, I mean, it's not...
So, number 25 is Colossus at Heidi Park in Germany. Number 24 is Legend at Holiday World. Number 23 is Woden at Europa Park. Number 22 is Boardwalk Bullet at Came Up Boardwalk. Number 21 is Shivering Timbers at Michigan's Adventure. Number 20 is Comet at Great Escape. Number 19 is Thunderbolt at Kennywood. Number 17 is Wildfire at Colmarden. Number 17 is Raven at Holiday World. Number 16 is Balder at Leesburg. Number 15 is Troy at Toverland. Number 13 is Jackrabbit at Kennywood. Number 13 is Cyclone at Coney Island. Number 12 is Gold Striker at Kaga. Number 11 is Lightning Racer at Hershey Park. Number 10 is Thunderhead. Number 9, Outlaw Run. Number 8, Ravine Flyer 2 at Waldameer. Number 7, Ghost Rider at Knott's. Number 6 is Mystic Timbers at Kings Island. Number 5 is Beast at Kings Island. 4 is Boulder Dash at Lake Compounce. El Toro takes the 3rd spot. Voyage is number 2. And the best wooden roller coaster on the planet for the 3rd year in a row, I don't know how, is Phoenix at Knoebels. Yeah, this list has so many issues. I don't even know. I don't even know where to begin.
So here's, let me just say some things about the wooden list. First of all, what is Lightning Racer and Thunderbolt doing on that list?
What is Jackrabbit at Kennywood and Cyclone doing on this list? They can be
okay.
They can be great rides.
Wait. Which where? What?
Coney Island Cyclone.
I can't say anything. I haven't rode it.
I haven't ridden it either, but it's.
Then you can't say anything.
I don't think. I think I've ridden coasters I know. I don't. All right. I can't technically say anything, but.
So.
I'm pretty confident.
Yeah. No, you can't say anything.
All right.
You can't. Because you would be no better than the people that vote for this crap.
I'm aware. I'm not. But the thing is, I wouldn't vote. It's whatever. I'm not even going to get into it. Yeah. All right. I don't know why Jackrabbit at Kennywood's on here either.
I mean, I really like Jackrabbit. I'm not. Yeah, I don't know.
Top 25 in the world.
Yeah.
Think about the weight behind that statement.
I mean, it's less dumb than Thunderbolt and Lightning Racer being there.
I like Thunderbolt better.
That's not saying much. What? No.
Yes.
No. You're right.
You're right, Bob. I don't like it better, actually.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing I'm going to say about Phoenix. Phoenix is a ride that everybody enjoys.
Incorrect. Right off the bat. I know people that don't like it, which I think are stupid people, but they don't like
I'm
it.
talking about okay, there's some outliers. There's always outliers. In a general senses, though, Phoenix, like everybody loves Phoenix. So the thing about Phoenix that I can actually, I could actually see an argument for its position is that it appeals to a much wider audience. Because, for example, Voyage and El Toro, there's a lot of people that won't ride those because they're too rough. Like they're just too aggressive. Not rough as in, they're just too aggressive for a lot of people. So I understand the dynamics at play there.
No, I don't. Phoenix is at best top 10. It should not be number 1 though. It could be late top 10. That's where I'd start being a respectable place. I love Phoenix. It's in my top 30, I think, top 25. But I've ridden 326 coasters. This is supposed to be out of the thousands of coasters that exist. You cannot tell me out of the thousands of wooden, well, I guess we're talking wooden coasters here now, specifically, out of the hundreds that exist throughout the world, that Phoenix is the best wooden roller coaster. I mean, there's roller coasters on this list that are better.
You're talking about like you're basically talking about the Venn diagram, the place where there's that overlap. That's where Phoenix. That's where there's a justification. You're not going to.
I know what you're trying to provide in information wise. I know what you're trying to say, but I don't agree that therefore. I mean, there's rides that are favorites, and that's sure, and everybody loves them, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're the best. That just means that they're just good rides. They're smooth. They're comfortable. Phoenix is all of that, but that doesn't make it the best ride in my opinion, at all. And I don't think that's fair to say, oh, it's the best one just because everybody likes it. Not even just because everybody enjoys it. Everybody can get off and go, that was pretty fun. I know people that think Twister at Knoebels is better. Twister should be on this list above some of these awful rides.
Twister. I could see Twister being on that list.
It's not even in the top 50 in the 2019 list, but I mean, it's ridiculous.
So, all right, going on. Voyage and El Toro, I think, are well placed. I think those
are the only two on this list that are, I think, perfectly placed. Voyage should be number 1, but
Ravine Flyer 2 is too low. Ravine Flyer 2 needs to move up.
I don't know about that. I tell you one ride that I know that, in terms of the acclaim it's gotten, should be way higher is Wildfire at Colmartin. That ride is constantly considered one of the best wooden coasters in the world by people that have ridden it. I have not heard one person that's gotten off that say it's not the best, one of the best they've ridden. And that's that's below Jackrabbit and Cyclone and Lightning Racer. I mean, what the hell is this? I mean, I've never heard anybody say that any of those rides are the best wooden coasters they've ridden. I don't understand. I really don't.
All right.
I need to know who's voting on this.
Beast, I don't know. That's there just because of traditionalism.
Mystic Timbers.
Really awesome night rides, maybe. Mystic Timbers is well placed.
Should be a little
Ghost
lower.
Rider. No. Well, yeah. No.
Just should be. It's all right. It's okay. What is it? Gold Striker at California's Grand America should be higher in terms of the coasters they have on this list. It should be based on this list. It should be number 4 or number 5, because it's better than Lightning Racer. It's better than Thunderhead. It's better than, I don't know about Outlaw Run actually. It's better than Ghost Rider. It's better than Mystic Timbers. And it's way better than the Beast. I don't know. I mean, this you could go on and on about how
Shivering Timbers is well placed. Maybe higher.
I haven't gotten on that, so I can't.
I can't. I'm not gonna. I haven't been overseas. I can't say anything about those coasters.
All I can. The only one I will speak to is Wildfire, because I've just heard so many. Like, I've heard good things about Woden and and Colossus, but Wildfire is the only one I consistently hear is one of the best wooden coasters people have gotten on. So, and where's Renegade at Valley Fair? Where's Goliath at Six Flags Great America? Where's Prowler at Worlds of... There's so many coasters on here that should be on here that just aren't. It's just odd. It's just an odd list. I don't know. T-Express. I mean, I haven't ridden some of these, but these are rides that are always considered best wooden coasters by other enthusiasts, and have yet.
It's not nearly as atrocious as the Steel List, though. The Steel List is just a cluster.
Well, I think it's because of the quantity of steel coasters. They have room. They have room for error there more than they do with wooden coasters. What wooden coasters you got? Maybe 200, 300 wooden roller coasters in the world. With steel, you have thousands, so they can F up worse. I think that's probably why.
Maybe that may be.
Yeah, I think that might be why. But yeah, the wooden coaster isn't as bad, but it's still not great.
I mean, I do like that the holiday roller coasters are make a presence, and I think they are quality coasters that could definitely make those lists. I mean, they're all in my top spots. I mean, they're very well maintained and very.
Yeah, I don't know about top 25 in the world, but they are very, very good rides, and I respect them being placed on this list.
We're going back to that whole, unfair bias.
Yeah, this is a U.S. centric list. For sure.
I'm surprised that so many foreign wooden coasters are actually on this list. To be honest.
Yeah, and I'm surprised they're. I mean, Wildfire is the highest, I think, placed. Yeah. I'm surprised they're there, yeah. And I'm surprised they're taking up a considerable amount of the top 25. The bottom portion, but still taking up that considerable portion.
You know what makes me... You know what actually makes me angry?
What's that?
Is that Lightning Racer is on the list and Wildcat is not.
All right, Yeah, I like Lightning Racer better than Wildcat, though, so... I know you don't agree with that, probably.
Do you really?
Yeah.
I don't know. Wildcat's better. I like Wildcat better.
Well, I like Lightning Racer a little better.
But
it's that dueling aspect. If Lightning Racer didn't duel, it probably wouldn't be as bad.
But here's what... This is the thing, though. You look at this list, and you look at, like, Phoenix, Beast, Thunderbolt, Jackrabbit. These rides are there. Not so much Phoenix, but Phoenix is into this. But the other ones, like, those are there.
Yes.
Those are purely there just because of, like, traditional. Like, this is
classics.
Just what...
That's why, yeah.
Right, exactly. Well, why not Wildcat? Like, Wildcat is a very good ride that is... I mean, it was the first GCI, and, like, there used to be a very large amount of respect.
It's because of their long-term history, not because they're older, much older. And I think it has to do with the fact that the majority, and this comes down to it every year, I think maybe they'll get newer panelists, but I think it's because the panelists on this poll are predominantly 80-year-old men that that vote for these classics that they rode when they were 15 and 20. Oh, back in my day, the ride to ride was Jackrabbit at Kennywood and Cyclone at Coney Island and Phoenix. I think that just comes down to it because Wildcat didn't open until like the 90s, so that's starting to get more modern somewhat. In terms of the 80-year-old men, they're more modern, so I think that comes down to it. Why? I don't know. That's my opinion.
But it was like, to me, it almost seems like they're... It almost seems like the echo chamber is influencing this list.
The echo chamber of old men, too. It's not even like the same echo chamber that influences, I think, like...
Well, no, I think
Reddit
the
and social media and
general
Instagram
enthusiast echo chamber is having some influence.
I disagree. I think that if we're talking mainstream enthusiasts, this list would be completely different. If you put this type of list together from the Reddit base or the Instagram base or even like the Facebook base, possibly. I don't know. Facebook.
Are you kidding me? Those people wouldn't do that. We'd have one El Toro. That would be it because it's wooden. It hurts me.
No, I think what would happen, it would be El Toro, Voyage, Boulder Dash. I mean, it would be a lot of these same coaches, but completely different order. And Beast would probably not be on here. Jackrabbit, like some of these classics that we're talking about wouldn't be on here. Because I think this is an echo chamber, but it's an echo chamber made up of, like you said, traditionalist people that are more inclined to vote for older rides because they grew up with them and because they think they're important historically.
But it's certainly not the only echo chamber at play here.
I don't know. I don't know. That's just my
I mean,
opinion.
if
I've
it was
always
just
thought
that echo chamber, we wouldn't see like El Toro on there at all.
I think I think El Toro is good enough to surpass through that echo chamber, kind of. And I think some of the rides on here are just that good that they kind of have to be on here. But they're just placed terribly. Again, Wildfire at Colmartin. Boardwalk Bullet at Kima is supposed to be like one of the... Everyone talks about how great that is. Rides I've ridden, Gold Striker, those should be higher, but it's just... They're not because of this, I don't know, because of this echo chamber. I don't know. It's all speculation. I don't know the actual panelists. I just... Whenever I see videos from the Golden Ticket Awards and I see the panels, it's always like really old guys, and I'm like, oh man, these are the people voting for Coney Island Cyclone and Phoenix and all that to be as high as they are, and that's my constant drawback to those awards is that I know.
Why don't we go? Let's discuss the USA 10 best. Let's go to that
right now.
No, I'm just. I'm just kind of making a point that these mainstream polls are all jokes.
They are. Really, the best one is, at least mainstream, kind of, is CoasterNet. Because they do a very similar poll to the...
They do the Mitch Hawker poll, I think.
Yeah, they do the similar poll to the Mitch Hawker poll. And it's very well done. Yeah, it's called the Thrilling 32. I think that's what they call it, their poll.
But I think they use the Mitch Hawker poll system.
They do. They use that system. It's a very similar system. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Is that that's
well,
probably
there
the
is
most accurate
no
mainstream.
There is no actual Mitch Hawker poll anymore.
I'm aware.
It's just people using the Mitch Hawker method.
Yes. I'm
so
aware.
like that's what they use, right?
I believe that's what they use. It might not be exactly the exact same format, but it's very similar to his style. Yeah.
So there's something else that I actually just realized. Is it true that Cedar Point did not receive any golden tickets at all?
That is true. Well, Vengeance was number 3, and Millennium Force number 2.
That's not a golden ticket.
No, technically not. I mean, they don't get a golden ticket, but they can boast about it, and they always have like number 2 best coaster in the world. Like,
I guess Schlitterbahn actually got best water park.
Well, that's Cedar Fair. Are you talking Cedar Point or Cedar Fair?
Well, I guess both. But yeah, Cedar Point didn't.
As a park,
but that's the only Cedar Fair thing that got a golden ticket, right?
I believe, yeah. Now that Schlitterbahn's under the ownership of Cedar Fair, that's the only one, yeah.
So Kings Island's Kitty Giga Coaster didn't get anything.
Yeah.
Because it sucks.
Nope, because it's great. So great they couldn't vote for it.
I'm just excited that Cedar Fair got gypped.
Yeah.
Some things do change.
Yeah, that's it. But Cedar Fair, other than best park, usually getting Cedar Point, doesn't normally win that many anyway. So, yeah, I don't know.
Don't they usually get a coaster or something?
They normally get best park with Cedar Point, and I don't think they normally get best coaster. I mean, best coaster.
Like a lot of times they get new coaster.
I mean, ho. If we're talking Cedar Fair, Fury 325 got the number 1 best new coaster.
Yeah, that's right.
But Cedar Point is a different story. All right, well, moving on. I think we covered that shitty poll system to a T. We'll go back next year. We'll see you guys next year, right?
Actually, I vote for next year. Just not even. Just don't give them the attention. Maybe that's the secret. If we don't pay attention,
maybe that'll be
the
solution to our problem. Maybe then they'll. Oh man, maybe they'll do something. They gotta do something. Disperse the poll, like stop it completely, but or fix it. All right. Well, our poll that's better than the Amusement Today poll was what is the or not what is it? It was is Blue Streak at Cognac Lake gone for good? Is it done? Are we seeing the end of the lifespan of that ride? And I'm really shocked at this one. 68% said no.
Really?
32 said yes. Yeah, so a lot of people said no. So every time Mike said yes because the park is effing stupid. Timmy said, and this is a joke, because he voted yes, I think. But he said, Cedar Point just removed Wicked Twister. They wouldn't remove another one, silly. And someone said it's too iconic. And someone said there haven't been a good enough attempt to save it yet. I don't know what that
mean, it's been an ongoing attempt until this guy with money.
So, yeah, 39 people said no, 18 said yes.
I'm actually kind of shocked at that.
Yeah.
Well, I hope our audience knows something that
we don't.
I also hope that if it's preserved in its same fashion.
In its traditional, yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully, because I want to ride this Blue Streak that you rode and is one of the best.
It really is. It really is good. Really.
So that is our weekly poll for this week. I think we did better than the Golden Ticket Awards. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how people react to this. But did we get a Golden Ticket Award for running a better poll than the Golden Ticket Awards?
Sure. Why not?
Here we go.
We'll do it.
All right. So next week's weekly poll, we talked about.
We cleaned up. Wasn't that like 3 or 4 golden tickets that we got?
Yeah, we really swept. We swept them. We beat Cedar Fair for sure. We got more than they did.
I'm also going to give a golden ticket to Marcus of the Drunk Riders because he was cooking by the book.
No.
Yep, he gets one. He gets one for cooking by the book.
There you go. So our weekly poll for next week is, we talked about Phantom's Revenge and the color schemes of the ride and that whole poll system that they're doing to narrow it down. Should it be the petrifying purple or the terrifying teal? What color do you think it should be? And this isn't limited to the 2 colors that they suggest. This can be whatever color you think best fits the ride, honestly. So we'll give you a fill in the blank. You'll answer and explain why you think that's the best color it could be.
Double rainbow all the way.
Yeah, there you go. Cotton candy, like pink, like that bright pink. I like that. Could be candy cane striped. I don't know. I mean, think about it. Think about what you think the best fit that park. Could be black and yellow. It could be a twin. It could twin with steel curtain. And
I do find, I didn't mention this before, but I do find it amusing that the purple is actually Ravens colors.
Yeah. You'd have the Ravens and the Steelers. That could be the theme. They could even do it. They could do that and make more money off of another football franchise. Have some Ravens fans come up. Have a brawl in the parking lot.
It doesn't work that way.
No. But yeah, that would be fun though. That would be a fun idea. If it wasn't in Pittsburgh, that would be kind of fun. If you could have like a Ravens and a Steelers coaster in the same park and like have have them almost competitors. All right, well, that does it for this week's episode of the show. If you want to answer this week's weekly poll, is go to coasterpodcast.com/poll, or you can go to our Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter pages, because that's where we'll post the poll as well. That's all at Coaster Talk Pod. YouTube, you can follow us, or subscribe to the channel, at Coaster Talk Podcast. That's all 3 separate words there. You can contact the show at coastertalkpodcast.com/contact, or email us with any comments, questions, or concerns at james@coastertalkpodcast.com or bob@coastertalkpodcast.com. And lastly, if you want to support the show, please visit our shop, coastertalkpodcast.com/shop. We would appreciate that. Thank you guys so much for listening to this week's episode, and we'll see you on next week's. Goodbye, everyone.
Yay.
We finished well before 12 o'clock. Mike, give us our money. How you like them apples? If Bob really wants it done, it can happen, apparently.
The secret is I just have to keep yelling about the poll. I seriously think that is seriously what takes us so long.
That and figuring out what we're talking about in the second half.
Yeah, that's sometimes, but it's like the poll is consistently.
But the poll is important.
No, I agree. I mean, it's not. Yeah, it's not that I hate the poll. It's just
You
I
hate
can't
the poll,
think of
admit
it. Huh?
I said you hate the poll, admit it.
I don't hate the poll. I hate having to think of a poll.
If someone could think of a poll for us, that would be great every week.
Yeah, seriously, it's somebody to think of stuff.
All right, guys. Well, I know Bob has to run. I might as well have some things to do. So.
Whoa, Pam's still awake? Well, how many segments did you sleep through? That's the question.
She took some 20-minute naps in between.
Pam, you get a golden ticket for sleeping through podcasts.
You do. Podcasts that you're so determined to listen to, too. You're always like, I'm going to do it, and then you fall asleep somehow.
Timmy gets a golden ticket for being the anti-Bob.
He does. That's a hard feat to accomplish.
Who else? Who else gets a golden ticket? Who else are we going to give a golden ticket to? We should announce our golden... Next year, we're going to announce golden tickets.
We should do our own golden ticket awards.
Yep. We're going to... Can we call them the copper tickets? I'm all for doing that.
We do copper. We could do aluminum. The aluminum tickets.
There we go.
That's the weakest metal. It's one of the weakest.
The titanium tickets.
That actually sounds kind of cool, though. That doesn't sound like a joke.
I know. Yeah. After I said it, that's what I was like. Wait. The silver ticket awards.
That was Taylor, yeah, but he doesn't do it anymore, Timmy. So you're wrong. He stopped it.
Why don't we just call them? Let's just call them the blue tickets.
The blue.
Why blue? Why not? The purple tickets in honor of Phantom's Revenge.
The teal tickets.
The teal tickets. Yep. Baxter? Where'd that come from?
Oh.
The Baxter Awards?
No, she's saying
Best cat award. Oh.
Yeah,
Baxter gets a golden ticket. All right, sure. Baxter can have a golden ticket. Why not?
Pam is behind again, yeah.
She's always behind. She's always lagged.
So you're like the Baxter Tickets Awards?
In a couple minutes, she'll be like, no, I'm not. Will It Blend? Do you guys remember Will It Blend? Anybody else remember?
Nope.
You don't remember Will It Blend?
Is that a TV show?
No. It's a... Wait, hold on. Let me find a good one.
Oh, God. Okay, I gotta go. I gotta do homework, guys.
There you go. There's a video for you guys. Wait, yeah, I'm exporting.
Why did Pam just say yay?
Who knows? What part of the show is she at? That's the question.
She's at the part where we're talking about the platinum membership, platinum pantheon. Baxter. The video's not working. Oh,
What?
now it is, of course.
That is the question.
What video? What? Huh?
Cool emoji.
What are you talking about?
Shh.
It's true.
Oh, okay.
We fell in love and want to spend our life cycles together.
First time door. You. I need.
Hurt you.
I think I'll press the John Condor button. You mean the John Connor button? Exactly. Ooh, soulmate smoke. Don't breathe this. Nice work, Tom. You saved us.
You said, do you remember it? Like it's not an active YouTube channel still.
What's that?
Will It Blend is still it's a YouTube channel with like.
They still putting actual videos out?
Yeah. All right. Well, guys, I gotta go. So.
It's like from over 10 years ago.
Oh wow. All right. Bob needs to get packing, and I need to get slacking. No, I need to do some homework. So.
Yeah. New England coaster trip tomorrow in less than 12 hours.
Busch Gardens coaster trip for me tomorrow.
Mine's better.
It is, but I go to Florida in 2 weeks, so in a week, so.
Yeah, okay. It looks like I actually might get to Florida this year, so I'm happy about that.
Just not with us, because you suck. I wish you'd go with us.
What?
So just not with us, because you suck.
Oh, that's type in the right window, Bob.
Nyquist25_340. That's Bob's response to good night.
It's a secret code for good night.
All right, good night. I'll give you the real code.
Good night, everyone.